The following is an exclusive sports presentation of Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. It's time for the fun and excitement of Hornby Hornets baseball. Let's get things started by heading out to the field for the pregame show with our broadcast team.
Varsity player from Jefferson High School will be attending Hood College in the fall and playing baseball for the Hood Blazers. Chase has two most memorable baseball moments.
Night festivity celebrating the seniors that would have had their senior season this spring. We will now send it over to public address announcer John Ripple as he introduces the seniors on this year's Hornby Hornet team and those throughout the Eastern Panhandle. Already called is Chase Anderson. Now to John Ripple.
They fought out to beat the Kings North and East Coast Royals to win the championship trophy. The second most memorable baseball moment was winning the 2019 West Virginia SSAC AAA Sectional Championship. Chase's teammates and coaches were confident that they would journey to the SSAC AAA State Championship in 2020, and he says you know the rest of the story. Once again, Chase Anderson. Two other members of the Hornby Hornets who are not in attendance tonight, but we would like to recognize, are James Wally Walsh, who's in the Jefferson program for 4 years, starting varsity pitcher as a sophomore and junior, winning 13 games. He was a first team EPAC, and will also attend Hood College, study psychology, and play baseball. Also a member of the Hornby Hornets, not in attendance from Jefferson, is Mason Lance, starter for the Cougars as a junior, extremely hard worker, versatile player, capable of playing multiple positions, and he will attend Cal State and play baseball. Next up are members from the Musselman-Appleman High School squad. First up, Logan Potts. Logan's escorted tonight by his father, David Potts. His future plans is he's currently enlisted in the United States Air Force. His favorite baseball moment as a freshman, striking out his first batter he ever faced. So I'd like to thank all the coaches I've had and that helped teach me the right way to go about baseball and for pushing him to be his best. I'd also like to thank his dad for all the unconditional love and support his entire life. Logan Potts. Next up, Cole Campbell. Cole escorted by his parents Tim and Karina Campbell, his brother Logan Campbell, and girlfriend Kennedy. His future plans, he intends to head to Shepherd University for a degree in business with aspirations to work at FEMA. His favorite baseball memory was hitting a triple at Towson State and hyping the whole team up. Cole would like to thank his mom, brother, girlfriend, and all the coaches over the years who have been a mentor to him. Most of all, I'd like to thank his dad for never giving up on him. Cole Campbell. Next up is Caleb Horner. Caleb is escorted tonight by his parents, Brian, Angela, and Isaiah Horner. Caleb is attending Widener University to major in civil engineering and play baseball for the Widener Pride. His favorite baseball memory is defeating Martinsburg in the sectionals in 2019. He would like to thank his family for the guidance that they have given him to become a man. Also thanks to his coaches and mentors for putting him in positions to become a better player and person. Once again, Caleb Horner. Next up is Sean Hammond. Sean escorted tonight by his parents, Tom and Christy Hammond. His future plans are to go to WVU to study business management. His favorite baseball memory also beating Martinsburg in the sections. So I want to thank all of his coaches who have helped him learn more about baseball and his mom and dad for supporting him through all these years and taking me to all of the games. Once again, Sean Hammond. Rounding out the Musselman, also a Hornet, Ben Bartles. Ben escorted tonight by DJ and Leah Bartles and his brother Dylan Bartles. His future plans, he is enrolled in WVU, majoring in finance. His favorite baseball memory will be hitting a homer off his cousin, Trey Zine. Ben would like to thank his coaches and players for always encouraging him to become a better at anything he does. Once again, Ben Bartles. A senior Hornet member from Hedgesville, Ryan Fry. Says for tonight by his parents, Danny and Brad Fry. He was on the varsity all 4 years and also played basketball at Hedgesville. Plans to attend Hagerstown Community College and major in business and continue his athletic career. His favorite baseball memory was making it to the state tournament and going to Myrtle Beach every year. He'd like to thank his family and his coaches for making him who he is today and making the past 4 years the ones to remember. Once again, Ryan Fry. Next up, also from Hedgesville and also Hornet, Josh Rush. Josh plans to attend Hagerstown Community College to continue to play baseball as well as study to be a mechanical engineer. His favorite baseball memory was going to the States in 2019. Once again, Josh Rush. A member of the Hornets from Goretti High School over in Hagerstown, Noah Wiggins. Noah's going to Chesapeake College to play baseball for 2 years and hopes to transfer to Eastern Kentucky to study aeronautics and become a pilot for a commercial airline. His favorite high school memory is all the road trips with the team. From Goretti High School, Noah Wiggins. Now members from the Martinsburg High School team.
No. The little call next to external.
Ryan Barger. Ryan has been a member of the Martinsburg program for 4 years. He would like to thank his mom, family, and all of his high school coaches, Eddie Zombro, Tony Gall, Jeff Nichols, and Brian Sine. His favorite baseball memory is playing in the Mingo Bay tournament. He will miss his coaches, the bus rides, and his teammates. His future plans are to attend Blue Ridge Community College and major in cybersecurity. He is accompanied tonight by his mother, Michelle Harris. Once again, Ryan Barger. Next up, Austin Bartley. Austin's been a member of the Martinsburg baseball team for 4 years. He would like to thank his dad for always pushing him to work harder in everything he does and making him the baseball player and the man he is today. I'd like to thank Coach Byler for always giving him a shot to show what he can do, and Coach Zarnicki for all the laughs and keeping him locked in, and Coach Zeke for teaching him the little things to make him a better player. His favorite baseball memory is going to the Mingo Bay tournament. His future plans are to join the Air National Guard, accompanied tonight by his father, Bo Bartley. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Austin Bartley. Next up, Aaron Butler. Aaron has been a member of the Martinsburg baseball team for 2 years. He would like to thank his parents, coaches, and teammates who have helped him through his baseball journey. His favorite baseball memory is being moved to varsity his last season and how welcomed he was by his teammates and coaches. His future plans are to join the Navy Reserves and study biochemistry at West Virginia University. Accompanied tonight by his parents, Terry and Van Hickerson. Once again, Aaron Butler. Next up is Michael Gunter. Michael's been a member of the baseball program at Martinsburg for 4 years. He would like to thank his family and all his coaches. His favorite baseball memory was going to the States his sophomore year. His future plans are to attend either Glenville State, where he will major in criminal justice, and continue his baseball career. He is accompanied tonight by his parents, Jack and Christy Gunter, his sister Kirsten, and his brother Wyatt. Once again, Michael Gunter. Next up, Trent Sherman. Trent has been a member of the baseball program at Martinsburg for 4 years. He would like to thank Coach Byler for caring so much about Martinsburg High School baseball and his team. He would also like to thank the other coaches for helping him come as far as he has. His favorite baseball memory is playing down in Myrtle Beach and spending quality time with his teammates. He's being accompanied by his parents, Trent and Melissa Sherman. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Trenton Sherman. Trey Sign. Trey has been a member of the Marshburg baseball team for 4 years. His future plans are to attend Shepherd University and then PA school to become a physician's assistant. His favorite baseball memory is making it to states his sophomore year. He's being accompanied by his parents, Brian and Emily, and siblings Cameron, Molly, and Cannon. Once again, Trey Sign. Next up is Austin Wallen. Austin was a varsity letterman in 2018 and 2019. He would like to thank his mom for sacrificing everything for him 18 years to play in all the places that he has. He would like to thank his dad for showing what hard work looks like and how to do everything the right way. And finally, he would like to thank Coach Byler, Coach Zeke, and the entire coaching staff for allowing him to enjoy the game he loves. His favorite baseball memory is sophomore year when he beat Washington in the regional championship to advance the states. His future plans are to attend Western University and major in political science. He's accompanied by his mother Jody and his sister Ashley. Once again, Austin Wallen. Two members of the Marshburg baseball team who could not be here this evening but we'd like to recognize. First, Elijah Banks. Elijah has been a member of the Marshburg baseball team for 4 years. He wanted to thank his parents for pushing him to play baseball, and all of his coaches, especially Coach Zarnecki, for believing in him as a pitcher. His favorite baseball memory was going to Myrtle Beach to play in Lingo Bay tournament and being able to spend time with his teammates. His future plans are to attend Concord University to major in business and play football. Also unable to attend tonight, Quentin Brown. He would like to thank his parents and grandparents for supporting him his entire life. His favorite baseball memory is being around guys and grinding every day to get better. His future plans are to attend West Virginia University and major in business.
Probably be a 10-minute break, so just so you're ready. All right, I'm gonna hang up so they're about to end here so I can get back on here.
We would like to ask all the players and their parents and escorts to remain on the field for a few more moments. And this time I will turn the microphone over to Pastor J.D. Cardwell as he gives a prayer for this evening.
Let's take some time right now to just bow our heads and to give thanks to God above for this opportunity that we have tonight. Lord, we thank you so very much because you are creator of the heavens and the earth. We thank you for this opportunity that we have to gather here on a baseball field to recognize young men and their families who have given much of their time to this game, and as well as to the opportunities that they had as students. And Lord, we know that many of them are moving on, and we simply pray for your blessing to be upon them. We thank you again for the opportunity we have to gather here today and to play a game that we love. We know the game certainly is a game, and so I know, God, that you speak heavily in our hearts, that you want us to play to the best of our ability, that you want us to play in such a way that we will honor you and we will glorify you. So, Lord, I simply pray for your blessing to be upon this game today, that there would be no issues, there would be no struggles, that there would be no problems, that there would be no injuries. Lord, just place your hand of protection upon it. And the Lord, certainly be with the coaches and the umpires and be with the fans as we watch this game and enjoy it. And then, Lord, most of all, just guide these young men and their families as they begin to move forward in the next direction of their lives. And this I ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Cardwell. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know what a trying year 2020 has been, especially for these students and these athletes not being able to play the game they love on the level that they would like to have finished. So let's please again, one more time, give one more round of applause for these two 2020 seniors being honored here this evening at P.O. Faulkner Park. With that being said, we'd like to ask everyone to please stand now and for the gentlemen to remove their caps for the playing of our national anthem. once again, thank you for all the seniors and your escorts who came out this evening to help us celebrate.
And that will conclude the senior day festivities or senior evening festivities prior to the Hornby Hornets welcoming the Boonesboro Patriots to P.O. Faulkner this evening. Let's go ahead and send it back to the studio and take a 10-minute timeout, take a short break. Then we will come back and be ready for action. Here's this beautiful night for baseball in the city of Martinsburg. We're back with Hornby Hornets baseball after this short timeout. We're back in 10 minutes.
Law Enforcement Live airs daily only on TV 10.
I was asking if you got anything that would stab me. You can get hold your head.
That's not what the media makes it to be. We're here to help. I like what I do.
The following scene contains graphic content some viewers may find upsetting.
Stand back. It's sad.
New episodes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Want to do it? Go through it. You're gonna like it.
Howdy, cowpokes. Do your business cards look like they were designed by a code roper? Well, this cowboy knows the advantage of dealing with folks the old-fashioned way. When you order printed material on the internet, you're stuck with what you get. But when you need printed material to look just right, you want to deal with folks you know. And that's what you'll find at Panhandle Printing and Design. Local folks that have been delivering results for years. They can help with everything from design to production of stationery envelopes, business cards, invitations, vinyl signs, banners, vehicle wraps, and a lot more. They can answer all your printing questions, and you can call them on the phone or hop on your horse and go see them, because they're your one-stop printing shop where they have something for everyone. Panhandle Printing and Design at 124 North Maple Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-267-7400. You can even find them online, too, if you want to. If you need printed materials, don't deal with some city slicker you'll never meet. Trust the folks at Panhandle Printing and Design.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
At WVU Medicine, we want to be your guide and resource for information about COVID-19. Here's a few steps to help you avoid contracting this disease. Wash hands often with soap and water for 20 seconds, especially after being in public. Avoid touching eyes, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands. Cover mouth and nose with a cloth face covering when around others. Practice good physical distancing by keeping 6 feet apart in public and disinfect surfaces that are frequently touched. WVU Medicine wants to help keep you and your family safe and healthy. We're all in this together.
Rumors are flying. There's this big merger everyone is talking about. Two real forces in the world joining forces. This is big stuff, but it's all rumor. Is this merger really going to happen? If so, when? Where? Who else is involved? Mergers of this stature affect a lot of people. At Bechtel Jewelers, we say, sir, it's time to confirm the rumors. This is Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. It's true. People are talking about you and that woman you're so crazy about. It's so obvious to everybody that you're meant for each other. And yes, talk about two forces in the world. You, her, watch out, world. So get in here. Let's find the diamond and the setting. Just perfect for her. Just what she's dreamed of. Then get back to her pronto. Down on one knee, open that little box, say those few words. She'll probably say more than a few back. Of course, when she sees her diamond, she might not be able to say anything at all, except the one word that confirms that beautiful merger. And then spread the news. Confirm the rumors. This merger is happening. Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood.
Find them online at Bechtel Jewelers.
Panhandle Talk with Rob Mario and David Welch.
Are you trying to create controversy more so than we already have?
Responding to the people.
I see. Okay.
That's what I do.
I think you're stirring it up.
I'm kind of a big deal. That's right. That would be the root cause of the stir.
You know what? I'm not paying that fine.
Just got doubled.
What? For?
Denial.
Why? Oh, denial.
Denial. You don't have the money. You have 17 jobs.
Yeah, but none of them pay well.
Weekdays at 8 a.m. on TV 10.
It's Miller Time on Talk Radio WRNR. A local look at local, regional, and national sports with Matt Miller and Matt Crawford.
And plenty that we can talk about coming out of the weekend, including the return of golf. Hold on. Oh, wait.
No, there was no golf claps.
There will be no golf claps.
None whatsoever.
Weekdays at 12 noon and 5 p.m. on TV 10.
Floodwaters can spread E. coli bacteria. Here's Bill Kearns from the Berkeley County Health Department about what to do if your well is tested positive.
If it's just a one-time contamination, you can superchlorinate your well, which we have instructions at the health department. They could call and talk to us. You're providing an excessive amount of bleach down the well. Then you do a runoff to get that out of the system, to get the bleach through your lines, get any contamination out there. You do a runoff of so long, and then you can have it tested again.
The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-5131.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
TV 10 is teaming up with the Berkeley County Youth Fair to bring you the first ever Berkeley County Virtual Youth Fair from August 1st to August 7th, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. each night, live to your TV. The Virtual Youth Fair will feature our county's youth presenting their animals just as they've done before. But since you can't go to the Youth Fair to see them, we will bring the Youth Fair to you. Join TV 10's Mary Beth Blair each day from August 1st to August 7th as she introduces you to the youth of Berkeley County and their videos of their Youth Fair experience.
Little breeze blowing here through the press box. It is the Boonesboro Patriots in town for some Independent League baseball action. Some senior night festivities went on just before the break, if you missed those, celebrating these seniors in the Eastern Panhandle that were from around the area that did not get their spring season this year. Coach Aaron Byler here at Martinsburg, Trip Tobin, all the coaches from around the area and here for the Hornby Hornets doing a fantastic job of celebrating those seniors who unfortunately lost their senior season this year due to COVID-19. The Hornets off to a good start to their season. This will be game number 13, lucky number 13, 8-4 coming into tonight's contest as they welcome in Boonesboro. Boonesboro is normally known as Legion Post 10 in the state of Maryland, but similar to the Hornets, no Legion baseball across the country this summer, so they're going by the Patriots from what we understand this summer, so we are looking forward to bringing you that action here tonight. Matt Miller out tonight. Matt Crawford here with you. Zach Van Meter will be running our TV10 camera tonight. Adley Comer is our on-site producer, and Don Kenny is back at the studio. Aaron Byler doing some last-minute stuff before he joins me up here in the press box to do some color commentary for the evening. All right, we got about 25 minutes left before first pitch as the senior evening festivities did not take nearly as long as I think people were expecting, but still got the job done. It was a great evening to recognize this senior class. So we're going to go and send it back to the studio. Another 10-minute timeout, then we'll come back and start the pregame, give you the starting lineups. Hopefully by then Aaron Byler will join us, and we'll get some keys to the game in this one and get ready for some action. This is Hornets Baseball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We're back in 10 minutes.
Come on, and let us show you what we got. Come on, let us help you save a life.
If you're looking for exciting things to do, places to go, people to know, and places to eat too, come on and pick up the latest edition of Around the Panhandle magazine. That's where you'll find the unique ideas that will lead you to the luxurious lifestyle you're dreaming of. Pick up a copy of Around the Panhandle magazine today at any of the local Rock's convenience stores or find us online at aroundthepanhandle.com.
TV10, proudly serving Berkeley and Jefferson counties of West Virginia. Your source for local news, talk, sports, and entertainment. Mario in the mornings from 6 to 8, followed by Eastern Panhandle Talk from 8 to 10. Miller Time Sports from 12 to 1, re-aired at 5 to 6. Check out Law Enforcement Live. Shop for your new home with Open House. Weekly county council meetings. Learn how to cook like a pro in the kitchen with Chef Walden. All the latest high school and college sports. TV10.
Floodwaters can spread E. coli bacteria. Here's Bill Kearns from the Berkeley County Health Department about what to do if your well is tested positive.
If it's just a one-time contamination, you can superchlorinate your well, which we have instructions at the health department. They could call and talk to us. You're providing an excessive amount of bleach down the well. Then you do a runoff to get that out of the system, to get the bleach through your lines, get any contamination out of there. You do a runoff of so long, and then you can have it tested again.
The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-5131.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
Law Enforcement Live airs daily only on TV10.
I was asking if you got anything else to stab me. You can get hold your head.
That's not what the media makes it to be. We're here to help. I like what I do.
The following scene contains graphic content some viewers may find upsetting.
Stand back. It's sad.
New episodes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Want to do it? Go through it. You're gonna like it.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
TV10 is teaming up with the Berkeley County Youth Fair to bring you the first ever Berkeley County Virtual Youth Fair from August 1st to August 7th, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. each night live to your television. The Virtual Youth Fair will feature our county's youth presenting their animals just as they've done before. But since you can't go to the Youth Fair to see them, we'll bring the Youth Fair to you. Join TV10's Mary Beth Blair each day from August 1st through August the 7th as she introduces you to the youth of Berkeley County and their videos of their Youth Fair experience right here on TV10.
Feel the sting of Murder Hornets baseball. Follow the fun of independent baseball with local high school and some college players coming together to represent the Eastern Panhandle. Keep an eye on our Facebook page for schedule information and join us for the action of Murder Hornets baseball on WRNR TV on YouTube, Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Howdy, cowpokes. Do your business cards look like they were designed by a coat roper? Well, this cowboy knows the advantage of dealing with folks the old-fashioned way. When you order printed material on the internet, you're stuck with what you get. But when you need printed material to look just right, you want to deal with folks you know. And that's what you'll find at Panhandle Printing and Design. Local folks that have been delivering results for years. They can help with everything from design to production of stationery envelopes, business cards, invitations, vinyl signs, banners, vehicle wraps, and a lot more. They can answer all your printing questions, and you can call them on the phone or hop on your horse and go see them, because they're your one-stop printing shop where they have something for everyone. Panhandle Printing and Design at 124 North Maple Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-267-7400. You can even find them online, too, if you want to. If you need printed materials, don't deal with some city slicker you'll never meet. Trust the folks at Panhandle Printing and Design.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring has restored hardwood floors and solid premier flooring in this area for over 25 years, providing a wide range of services, including floor sanding and refinishing and floor coverings. When you're looking for reliable professional flooring services from a company you can trust, you can count on us. Schedule a visit to our well-stocked showroom today, then get a free estimate on your flooring project.
At WVU Medicine, we want to be your guide and resource for information about COVID-19. Here's a few steps to help you avoid contracting this disease. Wash hands often with soap and water for 20 seconds, especially after being in public. Avoid touching eyes, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands. Cover mouth and nose with a cloth face covering when around others. Practice good physical distancing by keeping 6 feet apart in public and disinfect surfaces that are frequently touched. WVU Medicine wants to help keep you and your family safe and healthy. We're all in this together.
They're my closest friends. We've been through a lot together. Seeing our kids off to college, Kelly losing her mom, my 50th birthday. I trust them with so much. So when it came to my finances, I trusted Kelly's referral to her Ameriprise advisor. Beth gives me the comprehensive advice that helps me feel confident my financial future is secure. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise Financial.
Are you in need of advanced reconstructive surgery following an illness or injury? Maybe you've considered enhancing your physical appearance and reversing signs of aging. WVU Medicine Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery offers a full range of services to help patients look and feel their best. As a board-certified surgeon, Dr. Mohammed Berry specializes in both reconstructive and cosmetic procedures. For more info or to schedule a consultation with Dr. Berry at WVU Medicine Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery, call 304-350-3274.
After it says, and what was that? I'm sorry, what was that coach's name?
Rumors are flying. There's this big merger everyone is talking about. Two real forces in the world joining forces. This is big stuff, but it's all rumor. Is this merger really going to happen? If so, when? Where? Who else is involved? Mergers of this stature affect a lot of people. At Bechtel Jewelers, we say, sir, it's time to confirm the rumors. This is Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. It's true. People are talking about you and that woman you're so crazy about. It's so obvious to everybody that you're meant for each other. And yes, talk about two forces in the world. You, her, watch out, world. So get in here. Let's find the diamond and the setting. Just perfect for her. Just what she's dreamed of. Then get back to her pronto. Down on one knee, open that little box, say those few words. She'll probably say more than a few back. Of course, when she sees her diamond, she might not be able to say anything at all, except the...
And welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. Hornby Hornets baseball on a beautiful Tuesday evening across the eastern Panhandle. Warm-ups getting finished up here for the Hornets before the Volunteers of Boonesboro will, I believe, get their warm-ups in, although a very small roster for them. You got to field 9 to play a game, and that's about all they have, and I'm not even sure the 9th player is there yet. I heard Coach Chad Coulter on the phone with somebody about 20 minutes ago saying, hey, can you get here in time? So I think they were a guy short, and they have somebody on the way. If not, there is only 9 in that dugout, so shouldn't be an issue with substitutions and trying to figure out who's going where in this game. Expect the starting pitcher to probably throw for an awfully long time if he can continue to throw strikes or start throwing strikes. Matt Crawford here with you. Matt Miller out this week on vacation, so doing the color commentary for tonight's game is Martinsburg head coach Aaron Byler. Aaron, welcome back into the broadcast booth.
Hey, thanks, man. It's good to be here again. I think the last time we did this was, down in Winchester?
Yeah, we were down in Winchester last year, back when life was a little bit simpler. We were still calling American Legion baseball at that point, but nice to have you back in the broadcast booth. Zach Van Meter is our on-site camera person. Natalie Comer is our engineer on-site, and Donald Kinney is back at the studio. Well, you were involved in the senior night festivities. Tell us a little bit how that came about and how special this night was for not only the seniors around the area, but in particular your Martinsburg Bulldog seniors.
Yeah, well, we've been looking for a way to honor our seniors with everything that's happened, and with guidelines and stuff, we haven't been able to get together and do anything. And I had the idea of doing it before one of these games, and just so happened that Coach Tobin had the same kind of deal for doing it with his guys, and then he said, hey, what do you think about doing it with all the schools in the area? And I said, yeah, let's do it. You know, all these kids kind of went through the same thing with baseball season getting canceled, so let's get them together and get them on the field. And I think it was great, and I think everybody was appreciative, and just glad to be able to honor them one last time.
Again, that took place right at about 6 o'clock. If you missed that, it will get archived on our YouTube channel, as we did have that live at 6 o'clock. If you're just tuning in for the pregame and want to see those senior night festivities. I know the Hornets are planning on letting all these seniors play in their high school uniforms if they have them. I know a couple of the kids from Hedgesville do not have their uniforms. They'd already turned them in, but still will be wearing Hedgesville Eagle t-shirts tonight. We're going to have to get on some of the coaches out there and get on Coach Grove. Be like, hey, you couldn't pull some uniforms out of the storage unit?
I mean, come on, I saw him in the stands tonight. He couldn't have brought a couple uniforms with him? Come on.
But everybody else, I believe, is going to be rocking their high school uniforms, and the Bulldogs got their choice of uniform, I believe, right in a frame that they has as their kind of senior gift.
Yeah, so ever since I came to Martinsburg, we started giving them a senior jersey as their senior gift before they did some stools and some other things. And I said, hey, you know, what better way to honor them than to be able to give them one of the jerseys that they that they wear and their number, and they can put on their wall. And I'm a big memorabilia guy, so I still have the things I got in high school, so I think they'll be appreciative of that.
Well, our umpires have walked into the home dugout down the third base line. Does not look as if Boonesboro is going to take a warm-up, so we may be a little bit closer to first pitch than originally expected. The national anthem already has played here tonight, so once the coaches get together and the grounds crew gets together and the ground rules are stated, we should be about ready for baseball. Let's go ahead and send it back to the studio, take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get some keys to the game and take a look at the starting lineups. This is Hornby Hornets baseball on TV 10. We're back in 2 minutes.
Mayhem is everywhere. I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Law Enforcement Live airs daily only on TV 10.
I was asking if you got anything else to stab me. You can get hold your head.
That's not what the media makes it to be. We're here to help.
Bunch of pills she's got.
I like what I do.
The following scene contains graphic content some viewers may find upsetting.
Stand back. It's sad.
New episodes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Want to do it? Go through it. You're gonna like it.
And welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park, getting ready for some Hornby Hornets baseball on a Tuesday evening across the Eastern Panhandle. Umpires are here. Both teams look like they're just about ready to go, although we do understand the 9th player just getting his warm-up tosses in for Boonesboro. Apparently he did make it in time, but just getting in those warm-up tosses.
Hey, you gotta love summer baseball, right? Jump the fence, throw the ball a couple times, and let's roll.
Looking at the stats today, looking at the pitching stats, it'll be Caleb Horner on the mound for the Hornets. Nobody really has the innings that you would expect to see in Summer League baseball, but with the amount of pitching that the Hornets have, nobody's really had to go deep into games. Cam King has 17 innings. He leads the way in total innings pitched. Trevor Sharp, 15 in the third, and right behind him is who we're going to see tonight, Caleb Horner. Horner, 11 2/3 innings so far this summer. This will be his 6th appearance, his 2nd start, and so far a 3.086 ERA, 17 strikeouts, but 12 walks. So he's been able to strike some guys out. You're talking over a strikeout inning, and the earned run's not that bad. Only giving up 5 total runs and looking at it, 2 hits. So it's really been a strike him out or walk, and that's really been the only 2 options. Not a whole lot of hits to talk about, but he's got to be able to pound the strike zone a little bit more. But with only 11 2/3 thrown so far, maybe it's been more of a rhythm thing than an inconsistent thing.
Well, you guys weren't here on Sunday, but he actually got the start in Game 2, and with talking to Coach Tobin after the game, he took him out about an inning in, a little back tightness.
Okay.
So he pulled him and said, hey, why don't you just sit down tonight? He wasn't happy about it, obviously. Didn't want to come out of the game, but why don't you just sit down today, and we'll throw you back out there Tuesday. So we'll see how that works out for him tonight.
From what we know from Coach Lowry, who is the pitching coach, John Lowry Jr., it has been a very tightly run pitching staff this summer, and something you would expect with a guy of his expertise and his resume in the pitching world, not only as a player but as a coach, and it has been a very tightly run pitching staff, and I would expect nothing less tonight, although you would have to look at both of these teams and think that the Hornets are favored in this one with who they have available on the mound tonight, and really just 1 through 9 in this lineup.
Yeah, I think so, and I think anytime Coach Lowry's involved, it's going to be done right. It's just my little bit of experience with him. He's very baseball knowledgeable, and anytime I talk to him, I just try to learn from him.
So that's a little bit of a breakdown of our matchup this evening. Let's go ahead and send it back to the studio, take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the first pitch for you here from P.O. Faulkner Park. It is the Boonesboro Volunteers taking on our Hornby Hornets. We're back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Rumors are flying. There's this big merger everyone is talking about. Two real forces in the world joining forces. This is big stuff, but it's all rumor. Is this merger really going to happen? If so, when? Where? Who else is involved? Mergers of this stature affect a lot of people. At Bechtel Jewelers, we say, sir, it's time to confirm the rumors. This is Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. It's true. People are talking about you and that woman you're so crazy about. It's so obvious to everybody that you're meant for each other. And yes, talk about two forces in the world. You, her, watch out, world. So get in here. Let's find the diamond and the setting. Just perfect for her. Just what she's dreamed of. Then get back to her pronto. Down on one knee, open that little box, say those few words. She'll probably say more than a few back. Of course, when she sees her diamond, she might not be able to say anything at all, except the one word that confirms that beautiful merger. And then spread the news. Confirm the rumors. This merger is happening. Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood.
Find them online at BechtelJewelers.com.
Welcome back into Hornby Hornets baseball. Our coach is now coming over immediate home plate. Chad Coulter is the skipper for Boonesboro. Trip Tobin, the manager this summer for the Hornby Hornets. Both of these teams, both American Legion clubs, normally in the summer post 10 out of Boonesboro, and normally 14 as American Legion baseball had its first season back last summer, taking a summer off this year, and next year hopefully back to that American Legion tag. A beautiful night here. Wind was blowing out a little bit earlier. Now the flags in the outfield sitting completely still, except for a slight breeze every now and again, so wind shouldn't play much of a factor, but you've been here this summer a lot as we have, and there's been games where when it's blowing out, the long ball is going to be a big part of the game.
Yeah, wind's blowing out. You expect to get some home runs going, and if the ball's up in the zone, that helps a lot too.
It's now time to take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Let's start with visiting Boonesboro. In the leadoff spot in pitching is Josh DeRocher. Playing second, hitting second, is Brooks Coulter. Shortstop hitting third is Matt Walker. Doing the catching and hitting in the cleanup spot is Braden Corple. That's Q-U-I-R-P-L-E, like purple with a Q. Hitting fifth, playing center field today is Luke Walker. First base, hitting sixth is Dylan Elkins, and Nathan Bassford is in the seventh spot playing third base. Ryan Bell's in the eighth spot in right field, and closing out the batting order is Lucas George. For the Hornets, pitching today is Caleb Horner. He will be DH'd by Brady Weaver, who's in the cleanup spot. Leading off is Austin Bartley. He will play center field. In the number 2 spot is shortstop Josh Rush. Left field is Trey Sine hitting third. Fourth again is the DH for the pitcher Brady Weaver. Ben Bartles will be behind the plate. He is hitting fifth. Hitting 6th is first baseman Noah Wiggins. Right field and hitting 7th is Ryan Fry. Third base hitting 8 is Ryan Barger. And closing out the batting order, playing second base, is Chase Anderson. You may notice a little bit different look tonight. All these seniors are seniors that were supposed to play their senior season in the spring in the lineup tonight. If they're not in the batting order, it's because they are expected to pitch later on in the game. Caleb Horner in the Musselman gear, very similar to what the first game of this summer looked like before the uniforms got here, and looked almost like an all-star game, but you see a little bit of maroon out there for Jefferson, some orange on the left side, and in center field for Martinsburg, and the battery is in green with Bartles behind the plate and Caleb Horner on the mound.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool to look out there and see all the guys in the different uniforms. It gives a little bit of an all-star feel, and this Musselman battery, I think, is something that everybody around the Eastern Panhandle has saw a good bit.
Yeah, it's been alternating this summer, whether it's been Ben Bartles or Brady Weaver. I think Weaver obviously has a bigger bat. January, but by early March, things had come to a screeching halt, and we're only able to get a handful of games in, but looking forward to seeing what he can do down at Shepherd and what is a very good program that was extremely good in the Mountain East and is now in an even better conference in the PSAC, so looking forward to seeing what they can do next season and seeing what Brady Weaver can contribute, and a couple of other guys from around the area that will be down at Shepherd as well, including a Trey Sign, correct? Is he?
Yep, Trey Sign's going to he got a preferred walk-on at Shepherd, so I think they're looking to use him in the outfield. I think that's why he's been playing more outfield than infield this summer.
We are just about ready for action here as Caleb Horner will tow the pitching rubber out of the windup. 7 o'clock is the first pitch, right on schedule. Here is that first pitch from Horner high and inside, ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, Josh DeRocher. Fry playing a bit in at short or at third base. I think that Barger at third base. Only had Ryan written down on the score sheet. Figure I'd take a 50-50 shot as the 1-0 misses outside, ball 2. Here comes that 2-0 fouled off into the screen behind home plate. Count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, here comes the 2-1 from Caleb Horner. This one fouled off the right side and out of play down the right field line. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good battle back for Caleb Horner there.
Yeah, he looked a little bit up in the zone.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Here's the 2-2 off speed in the dirt. Ball 3. Count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to DeRocher. Comes the payoff pitch, the 3-2 from Caleb Horner. Going with the fastball. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Great location for Caleb Horner. Strikeout number 1, out number 1 here for the Hornets. K in the scorebook. Out of the windup, nobody on again. 1 down here for Caleb Horner as Brooks Coulter steps in. That one bouncing into Ben Bartles. Stands near the back of the batter's box as he takes strike 1 in the outside corner. Horner. Here comes that 1-1 breaking ball low for ball 2.
Seems to be having a little bit of trouble here with the control. He's got to be looking fastball right down the middle here, right?
Yeah, I would expect that. And hitters count. Coulter, pretty big body, standing in that left-handed batter's box, so wouldn't be surprised if you saw a hearty cut here as he watches that one high and outside. Ball 4 and a one-out walk issued by Caleb Horner. And a good AB for Coulter.
Number 7, the shortstop, Matt
See what
Walker.
Boonesboro can do here. Stepping in now, Matt Walker, the starting shortstop today. The righty stands in. First time Horner's going to have to work out of the stretch. And first pitch, Walker sends one into the gap in left center field. Rounding second is Coulter. He's going to try for third. He's going to get in there standing up, going all the way to the wall as Barlew sends it in. And it's a one-out double for Matt Walker. 2 guys now in scoring position for the Volunteers of Boonesboro. And good bats early on in this one.
Yeah, it looked like he was sitting first pitch fastball, got it, and ripped to a gap. That's a great piece of hitting.
And you got to think that was Horner just trying to find the strike zone with that pitch. After walking, Coulter just wanted to make sure he got ahead of the batter, and a good sign for Walker as he was going up ready to swing the bat. Runners at second and third. Stepping in is the cleanup hitter catcher, Braden Corporal. Horner now back to the windup. Here's the first pitch. This one fouled off just in front of the bleachers, just to the right of the press box. Strike 1. Again, Horner so far given up 5 runs. That's just the 3rd hit he has given up so far this season. Ready with the 0-1. Here it comes. Breaking ball. Breaks behind Corporal. Kind of ducks down and lets it go behind his head. Ball 2.
It looked like
it make that ball 1 count, even 1-1.
Looked like it almost got him from this angle. He could have sold it a little bit. Maybe got Keith to bite on it.
Ready with the 1-1, the fastball cut at and fouled off. Now it's Horner ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to cleanup hitter. And if you're Boonesboro, you'd like to get on the board early. We've seen that a lot this summer, where it's been a lot of a couple of runs early, a couple of runs late, and really 3 through 5 have been dull moments offensively. Ready with the 1-2 fastball low in the dirt. Good block by Ben Bartles. Backhand stab keeps it in front of him. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coulter not a huge lead off third base. Don't know if he's an automatic to score on a pass ball. Ready with the 2-2. Check swing at the plate. Called on the swing. And the second strikeout of the inning for Caleb Horner. 2 down here in the top of inning number 1.
It looked like it could have been called on the pitch or called on the swing there. And Keith called on the check swing.
Number 4, Luke Walker.
Luke Walker steps in. He's starting center fielder. Steps into that lefty batter's box. Pretty even stance. Ready with the first pitch. Strike 1 called on the outside corner. Horner looks in, gets his sign from Ben Bartles. He's ready to go. Out of the windup, here comes that 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as Luke Walker had his head pulled right down the right field line on that swing.
Yeah, he was trying to hit one out there to the cars.
Trying to have a little bit of what I'm thinking must be a brother or a cousin. Matt Walker had that double earlier, trying to get a little bit of what he was having. Here comes the 0-2. Another hearty cut, a swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the inning. 2 runners stranded in scoring position for Boonesboro. And a goose egg on the scoreboard, which is all Caleb Horner cares about. We will go to the bottom of the first. When we come back, it is the Volunteers 0 and the Hornets 0. We're back in 60 seconds.
At the end of 1 half-inning play, it's the Boonesboro Volunteers 0.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Faulkner Park, 2 runners stranded in scoring position in the top of the first for Boonesboro. 3 strikeouts for Caleb Horner through 17 pitches in that first inning. Not ideal, but also kept it below 20, and I think depending on which pitching coach you have, that's really about what you're looking for in that first inning, a feeling out process. See if he can settle in a little more, get down to that 10 to 12 range here in the second inning when he comes back. Leading off for the Hornets will be Austin Bartley. Bartley still looking for his first hit of the summer. So far 0 for 12, has reached once with a walk and has driven in 1 run. On the mound is Josh DeRocher for Boonesboro, getting in his warm-up pitches. Our umpire crew tonight, a 2-man crew. It is Keith Allison behind the plate, and Jeff King is in the field. What are you seeing so far in warm-ups?
Yeah, I think that they look to play all right defense. It's hard to tell when you're just rolling the ball across the infield. It's a little bit more difficult when it's coming off the bat a little faster, but they might have a couple holes there at second base and maybe right field, but they're gonna compete. Definitely rooting for Bartley to get his first hit here tonight. I know he's been pressing a little bit. He's been begging me to get in the cage all the time and hit and work on his swing, and I'd like to see him have some success here tonight.
It'll be Bartley, Rush, and Sign that are due up here in the bottom of inning number 1. If one of them can find their way on, it'll be Weaver. If 2 can find on, Bartles is in that number 5 spot. A few more warm-up pitches for DeRocher, and then we will be underway. As there's the throw down to second by Corporal. And now stepping in, it'll be orange on orange, wearing the Bulldog uniform dogs across the front. You spelled it wrong, but I'll give you a break on that one. It should be D-A-W-G-S.
I guess that depends where he comes from.
Or what sport you're playing at Martinsburg, because the
that's
basketball
true.
team's got the D-A-W-G-S on certain uniforms and D-O-G-S on the other, but it'll be Austin Bartley stepping in. Bartley set to go to Concord in the fall. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1, and Bartley was taking the whole way, almost stepped out of the box before that pitch got there.
He's looking to see that first one.
Figured you'll have a pretty decent scouting report on a lot of these guys. Ready with the 0-1. A breaking ball catches the outside corner, strike 2, and Bartley quickly behind on the count 0-2, and he hasn't looked overly eager at either one of those pitches.
Yeah, that curveball looked pretty good, too.
Out of the windup to Rocher, right in the middle of that rubber. Here comes the 0-2. That one high inside, taking a hearty cut out of his Bartley, a swing and a miss, and he goes down on 3 pitches for a strikeout. Not the AB that Bartley was looking for. The first 2 pitches didn't look overly eager to take a hack, and that third one kind of tomahawking one high and inside.
Yeah, it's definitely not what he was trying to do there.
Josh Rush now steps in. Ready and waiting, takes ball 1 high and inside. First time DeRocher's missed the zone so far in this one. Ball 1. Rush hitting at a .455 clip so far this summer. That's 10 for 22. Has a .538 on base percentage. He's been hit by 6 pitches.
Hey, get home base.
And has walked once. Yeah, lean into one, kid. He's also driven in 6. A swing and a miss on the 1-0 count, even 1 ball, 1 strike. As I believe we just had our annual flyover on the game.
Yeah,
the air guard doing some test patterns. DeRocher looks in, shakes off his first signal. Now he's ready with the 1-1. Here he comes out of the windup. Rush waits, and a strike called on the inside corner. Looked like DeRocher fell off the mound a little bit, but was able to get the strike call on the inside edge.
Yeah, and Rush kind of turned around, looked at the umpire like, where was that one at?
Well, most of the time when you see a pitcher slip on the mound, it's never going to get anywhere near the strike zone. That was a diamond in the rough. Here comes that 1-2 breaking ball. This one lifted into center field. Walker moving back on it. Originally went in, and that's going to get over his head. Rush rounding first. He is going to have at least a double rounding second. He's trying for third. Looks like he's going to have it throw to third, and Rush is in there standing up with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Rush. And looked like the center fielder started to come in on it, and by the time he realized it was too late and over his head.
Well, I don't blame him off the bat. It looked like Rush got that right off the end of the bat. It looked like it was going to be a little looper into shallow center field, but that one carried once it got into the jet stream a little bit, and Luke Walker in center field took about 2 steps in, immediately realized he had overrun that baseball, turned around, and it cleared his head by a good 5 feet. So a 1-out triple is now standing in as Trey Sign takes ball 1 inside. And I think Rush was thinking triple out of the box.
Yeah,
he rounded second, didn't even bother to look up at
I'm not sure.
Coach Tobin at third base before he was about halfway to third.
I'm not sure he picked him up there.
That 1-0 to Sign fouled off. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mentioned earlier, Trey Sign, a preferred walk-on at Shepherd next year. Wasn't sure after the football season what the path was going to be, whether it was going to be football, whether it was going to be baseball, or whether he was going to take the Grant Harmon route and just focus on school. Here comes that 1-1. This one lifted into shallow center field. Walker moving over on. He's going to let it bounce. Coming in to score from third is Josh Rush. And the Hornets take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first on an RBI single for Trey Sign.
Yeah, a good piece of hitting there for Trey. Stay back and up the middle and drove in the run.
Now batting the designated hitter.
It'll bring up Brady Weaver. Weaver hitting .333 so far this season. 11 for 43. 6 walks, has struck out 4 times, an on-base percentage of .488. It does have 1 bomb so far. Check back over to first, gets by the first baseman Elkins. Hopping up quickly is Trey Sign, and he will make it to second standing up.
Yeah, you see some speed there on the bases with Ryan Fry, and now follow that up with Trey Sign. Trip Tobin's got the ability to put the steal sign on or make some things happen with that kind of speed on the bases.
DeRocher just trying to check on Sign. Ended up getting past Elkins at first base. Now looking in, here's the first pitch to Brady Weaver. It's a chopper that goes almost over the shortstop's head, deep in the hole. It's going to end up being an infield single. I wasn't sure that shortstop Matt Walker was going to be able to get to it. Had to fully extend just to keep that one in the infield dirt. It'll keep Trey Sign at second base, but in the scorebook, an infield single for Brady Weaver. Ben Bartles steps in, today's starting catcher. Bartles hitting at a clip of .235, 4 for 23 on the season, 5 walks. Bumps that on-base percentage up to .435. Again, slipping on the mound is DeRocher. That one goes behind Ben Bartles, and both runners are going to move up with ease. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Trey Sign at third, Brady Weaver at second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, I guess you blame that mound on the grounds crew, but
I was going to say, the guy to my left, I think he's a...
I can personally say that thing's in pretty good shape.
DeRocher looking in. Here comes that 1-0, and it clips Ben Bartles, and Bartles is going to load the bases on the one that looked like it clipped him either on the left arm or just inside a little bit on the rib cage. Seems to be all right. Gets the pat on the back by John Lowry Jr. at first base, and now we'll have a courtesy runner being sent in.
That is Cameron King.
Please now running at first base for the Hornets, number 19, Cam King.
Right you are, Cam King. Cam King going to be the courtesy runner. Noah Wiggins stepping in. Bases loaded, 1 down. Here in the bottom of the first, the Hornets a 1-0 lead. Breaking ball in for strike 1 to Wiggins.
Wiggins originally Spring Mills kid, transferred to Goretti, I believe.
Yes, I believe last year was supposed to be at Goretti, even the year before. Would have to verify both those years, but yes, at one point was a Spring Mills Cardinal. He rips one into left field for a single. That's going to score 1. Brady Weaver being waved around third. He is going to score as he throw going into the catcher, and the Hornets take a 3-0 lead on a 2 RBI single to left field for Noah Wiggins.
Seem to have brought the bats tonight. I know they've been listening to Coach Tobin complain a little bit about their hitting approach and how they were swinging it, but tonight may be a good night for him to get back at it.
Yeah, so far spraying it around the ballpark. We've seen a couple into right field, a couple into left field, 1 to deep center. That came off the bat of Josh Rush. So spraying it all over the ballpark. 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Stepping in is Ryan Fry. He takes one high and outside, ball 1. Richard looks in. ready with the 1-0. That one, strike one, called at the knees. Count 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 Fry. Fry, the Hedgesville Eagle, was supposed to have his senior season. Here comes that 1-1. Strike 2 called on the inside corner. Check throw back down to first. And good heads-up base running by Cam King at second base. Saw the check throw back down to first. Immediately sprinted over to third.
Yeah, I love the check throw there, but you gotta pay attention. You gotta know there's a guy on second base. That's not the time to do it. Almost had him, but still you gotta know the situation.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Fry. Fry hitting 7th, playing right field today. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Here comes that one to a swing and a miss fan on that one. That was well below the knees for out number 2. And so far we've recorded 5 outs in this game. Going back to the top of the first, all 5 have been strikeouts. 2 strikeouts so far for DeRocher, and it was 3 for Horner in the top of the first inning. 2 down as Ryan Barger steps in. Off to second on the pitches, Noah Wiggins, and Wiggins in safely. It'll be a throw down at home as they quickly throw back. Cam King caught at the plate with 2 down. That'll be out number 3. 3 runs scored in the bottom of the first for the Hornets. Could have been more, but Cam King, the courtesy runner, thrown out at the plate on a throw down to second, then throw back to the plate. We'll go to the top of the second when we come back. Again, as the Hornets 3 and the Volunteers nothing. We're back in 60 seconds.
Rumors are flying. There's this big merger everyone is talking about. 2 real forces in the world joining forces. This is big stuff, but it's all rumor. Is this merger really going to happen? If so, when? Where? Who else is involved? Mergers of this stature affect a lot of people. At Bechtel Jewelers, we say, sir, it's time to confirm the rumors. This is Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. It's true. People are talking about you and that woman you're so crazy about. It's so obvious to everybody that you're meant for each other. And yes, talk about 2 forces in the world. You, her, watch out, world. So get in here. Let's find the diamond and the setting. Just perfect for her. Just what she's dreamed of. Then get back to her pronto. Down on one knee, open that little box, say those few words. She'll probably say more than a few back. Of course, when she sees her diamond, she might not be able to say anything at all, except the one word that confirms that beautiful merger. And then spread the news. Confirm the rumors. This merger is happening. Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood.
Find them online at BechtelJewelers.com.
Welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. Caleb Horner back on the mound for his second inning of work. Just finished his warm-up tosses. 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning for the Hornets. It was a RBI single for Trey Sign that scored Josh Rush, who in the number 2 spot got the first hit of the ball game. For the Hornets, it was a triple to center field. And an infield single for Brady Weaver. Ben Bartles was hit by a pitch, and then a 2 RBI single for Noah Wiggins. Leading off here in the top of inning number 2 is Dylan Elkins. Elkins, a somewhat open stance as a lefty, as he will chop one to the right side. Taking a step back as Chase Anderson gets the ball, throws it over to first. Hauling it in is Noah Wiggins for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the second. We talked about being a little more efficient. 17 pitches in that first inning for Caleb Horner. Apparently somebody got him the message that we had said here in the press box.
That's how you get your 10 or 12 pitch inning with 1 pitch outs.
Ryan Bell, or what should be, I believe, Nathan Bassford is what I have in mind. We will check that and see. Which order is correct. Takes strike 1. Here comes that 0-1 high and inside for ball 1, count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes that 1-1. This one driven to the right side. Rush lets it hit him in the chest, but keeps it in front. Good job covering the bag at first by Caleb Horner. And another quick out. Now 4 pitches thrown in the inning. 2 down here in the top of the second.
Yeah, Wiggins kind of just sat down there and just took it off the chest and said, we got plenty of time here. Get over here, Caleb, and flipped it to him. Got the out.
Hey, that's the job at first base, right? Just keep it in front of you.
Keep it in front.
Knock it down. Don't let it get into the outfield. Now stepping in is right fielder Ryan Bell. Bell hitting in the 8th spot. Takes this one high and outside for ball 1.
Yeah, but I think we're dead on there with the Bassford.
That was Bassford hitting 7th. Joys of Independent League Baseball getting the lineup at the last minute. Ready with the 1-0. Here is the pitch from Caleb Horner. That one catches the outside edge, about belly button high for strike 1. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1. There's the pitch from Horner in for strike 2. Now Caleb Horner ahead to Bell. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This would be a quick inning if he could get an out here. Gets his sign. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 pitch to Elkins, 3 to Bassford, and 4 to Bell. That is an 8-pitch inning. And
just like you drew it up.
I was going to say, that's how you draw it up in the dugout. Another break to take after a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the second. Well, the bottom of the second, when we come back, it is the Hornets 3, the Volunteers 0.
Hornets 3, Volunteers 0.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
And when you have to get jerseys in a pinch, no better way if your nickname is the Volunteers. As I'm just noticing the uniforms in orange for Boonesboro. They are Tennessee Volunteer T-shirts with numbers on the back of them.
Yeah, they are. I like the where they went there with the Tennessee Volunteers, but I do not like the camo. Not a fan.
You're not a fan of the digital camo?
Not a fan. I think that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that did have its time in the sun. I will give you that. I don't think I feel one way or another on it, to be honest with you. It was cool when it came out because it was different.
All right. Maybe
baseball was such a cut and dry sport. It added a little bit of flair to it.
Yeah, I'm being a little harsh. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you.
You have digital camo uniforms, don't you?
We got rid of them.
Okay.
We did.
All right. Leading off here in the bottom of the second is Ryan Barger. He was at the plate when Cam King was thrown out to end the first as he takes ball 1 outside. One ball, no strike pitch in, a check swing at the plate, and our field umpire Jeff King says he did not go on the check swing. Count now 2 balls, no strikes to Barger. Ready with the 2-0. DeRocher sends one right down the middle. The old automatic strike 1. Infield playing normal depth right now. The middle infield may be playing a few steps in. Here comes the 2-1 again. Slipping on the mound a bit is DeRocher. Taking a hack at it is Barger. Fouls it off down the right field line. Out of play. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And yeah, you're not the most popular man in his world right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. It looks to be pretty compact.
Ready with the payoff pitch. The 2-2 fouled off. Or should I say the break-even pitch fouled off. We'll do that 2-2 all over again. Pitch number 6 upcoming here in the AB. DeRocher gets his sign again out of the windup. Here comes that 2-2. Breaking ball in for strike 3.
Kind of buckled his knees there. I don't know if he was expecting that one or not.
Yeah, it definitely looked like he was expecting more of a fastball. Watched that one go the entire way. Didn't look overly eager to take the bat off the shoulder. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Chase Anderson steps in, a .250 batter on the summer so far. 7 hits and 36 at-bats, 6 walks, bumping that on-base percentage up to .389 as he takes ball 1 low and away. Anderson with those 6 walks also has 7 strikeouts. Has driven in 1. No home runs so far. Here comes that 1-0. That one outside as well, ball 2. Like to see Anderson be able to get back to the top of the lineup that was productive back in that first inning after a strikeout for Bartley. Rush, Stein, Weaver, and Bartles all getting on. Here comes that 2-0. Very late on the swing, just fouling it off the end of the bat down the third base line is the lefty Anderson. Strike 1.
No attempt there from Coach Tobin on that one. Maybe hit a little too hard. I think it got.
I thought that was one of the rules of baseball. If you're coaching third, you got to make an attempt at one down the third base line.
Yeah, he just kind of kept his feet flat there and let it go right by him.
2-1 pitch. A bit of a check at the plate, but a called strike 2 by our home plate umpire Keith Allison. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good battle back for Josh DeRocher after he fell behind 2-0 to Anderson. Here comes that break even 2-2. A swing and a miss, and Anderson goes down on strikes. The second strikeout of the inning and as many batters for DeRocher, and that is now strikeout 4 for him on the contest.
Yeah, despite slipping a couple times there, it looks like DeRocher may have settled down a little bit.
Pretty much every time he's slipped, it's been a strike. Don't see that often as we're back to the top of the order. Austin Bartley steps in. He was a strikeout victim in the first inning on 3 pitches. Here comes the first pitch from DeRocher. That one inside, ball 1. Bartley stepping out of the way. Knew that one was inside the whole way. DeRocher looks in, ready with that 1-0. That one does catch the outside edge for strike 1. Nathan Bassford at third base. Playing a little bit in, but not anything to be concerned about. I don't think Bartley's the guy you have to be concerned about to lay down that bunt. Pulls that left foot out and sends one into center field on the swing. Underneath of it is Luke Walker, and the side is retired as Walker hauls it in. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but 1, 2, 3 in order were the Hornets here in the top of the second. We're the bottom of the second. We will go to the top of the third when we come back. It is the Hornets 3, the Volunteers nothing. We're back in 60 seconds.
Floodwaters can spread E. coli bacteria. Here's Bill Kearns from the Berkeley County Health Department about what to do if your well is tested positive.
If it's just a one-time contamination, you can superchlorinate your well, which we have instructions at the health department. They could call and talk to us. You're providing an excessive amount of bleach down the well. Then you do a runoff to get that out of the system, to get the bleach through your lines, get any contamination out there. You do a runoff of so long, and then you can have it tested again.
The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-5131.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face. When someone close to you passes away, it's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
Faulkner Park, we are through 2, and it's the Hornets 3, the Boonesboro Volunteers 0. There's always one topic that seems to stick around in a press box per game. For whatever reason, it's just one topic that just seems to keep circulating. And today, I think it's going to be jerseys.
It may be jerseys.
That made it through the second inning.
I like jerseys. We can talk about jerseys all day.
We have figured out that Coach Byler is not a fan of the digital camo. Apparently a pretty common thought here in the press box. I don't dislike it or like it. I just think it's not part of the game. But we'll have to keep talking jerseys as we continue here in the ball game. Leading it off is Lucas George in the number 9 spot. Caleb Horner back in for his third inning of work. That first pitch to George misses low for ball 1.
You know, we got all these seniors out here playing in all these all their team's jerseys.
That 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1.
What they could have done is they could have just alternated every inning and put a new jersey on then, since they didn't get to wear them all year.
That is an option. Here comes the 1-1, a swing and a miss by George. Now he's behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Horner out of the windup. Ready with that 1-2, a swing and a miss. Strikeout by Luke George for the first out of the inning on 4 pitches. Now strikeout number 5 on the game so far for Caleb Horner. On the flip side, 4 strikeouts for Josh DeRocher, who now steps in. The righty, a strikeout victim himself, to lead off the game.
Looking last time, right?
Yes, sir. The backwards K in the scorebook. First pitch is an off-speed, catches the outside corner. Good pitch for Caleb Horner, strike 1.
Horner looking to duplicate what he did last inning with low pitch numbers.
Here comes the 0-1 from Horner. That's a fastball. Easy one to lay off for Josh DeRocher. High and inside. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Shadows starting to come across the left side of the outfield here at P.O. Faulkner. As Horner goes back to the breaking ball, that one now catches the inside corner. That breaking ball going all the way across the plate. DeRocher now behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. I gotta go turn the lights on during our next break.
The fun of being the heads groundskeeper. Horner trying to go with the breaking ball again. That one a breaking ball that never broke. Ended up getting DeRocher right on the nameplate in the back, and he will take first base as a 1-out base runner on the hit by pitch.
Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Brooks Coulter.
Brooks Coulter steps in. He reached on a walk back in the first inning. One of the now 3 base runners that Boonesboro has had in this one. Coulter, the lefty. Big frame lefty, stands in the back of that batter's box. On the move now is DeRocher. He will slide in head first at second. He is in safely, easily at second base. Probably would have been in standing up. A good jump, and Bartles just wasn't quite quick enough on the pop time to get him at second.
Yeah, I don't know if Bartles had a chance. It looked like he stole that one on Horner.
It looked like a first move. Going from first to second for DeRocher. Pitch at the plate missed. Here comes that 1-0. That one does catch the outside corner. Strike 1. I think DeRocher's got dirt everywhere as he's taken off his helmet after both pitches and kind of shaken off. Here comes that 1-1. Thought about it at the plate, did Brooks Coulter. Was able to hold up on that pitch inside. It'll be ball 2, 2-1. Now the count to the second baseman. Josh Rush working behind DeRocher, the runner at second. Horner keeping an eye on him. Here comes that 2-1 pitch. That one bouncing in front of Ben Bartles. Going to get behind him as it bounces to the backstop. And now a leisurely jog to third base for DeRocher on the wild pitch.
Yeah, he didn't seem to be in too much of a hurry to get there.
I don't think he needed to be.
No.
That one bounced, I believe, probably nicked the front of the plate as it went about 4 feet over Ben Bartles' head and bounced right back to the netting on the backstop. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Brooks Coulter, who is trying to draw his second walk of the game. Here comes that 3-1. That one on the outside corner, called strike 2. Count now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, if you're Brooks Coulter here, you're just looking to hit the ball in the infield somewhere and get that run in.
Ryan Barger is playing inside the baseline at third. Rest of the infield playing normal. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, high and outside, ball 4. And Brooks Coulter finding his way on base today, his second walk of the game. Now back-to-back runners have been given first base. It was DeRocher who was hit by a pitch, stole second on a wild pitch, is now at third, and runners now at the corners. Matt Walker steps in. He had a double in the left field gap. His first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch to him, low and outside. Good backhanded stab by Ben Bartles to keep it in front of him. We've seen the speed by DeRocher. A pass ball is going to score him with ease.
Yeah,
unless they get the friendliest bounce here at P.O. Faulkner.
Yeah, and Caleb struggled a little bit with his control here, and not the guy you want to be struggling to with a Walker up.
Ready with the 1-0. Breaking ball in for strike 1. Breaking ball's been pretty consistent so far in this one. Take away the pitch that got DeRocher to first base, the hanger that did not break. Other than that, it's been pretty consistent on the off-speed. Here comes the 1-1, a fastball. That one a little bit up in the zone. Walker takes a hack at it and fouls it out of play. Strike 2. 1 down here in the top of inning number 3. 3-0 is the Hornets' lead. Runners at the corners. Noah Wiggins holding runner at first base. Breaking ball. Swing and a foul ball again, getting back to the backstop netting. We'll do that 1-2 all over again. Good battle for Walker. That one a little bit off the plate, but close enough. Wanted to take a hack at it and live to see another pitch, and that's just what he did.
Yeah, one of those ones you don't want to let up to the umpire.
Again with the 1-2, here's the pitch from Horner. That one below the knees with the fastball. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Don't believe we have to worry about Coulter at first stealing unless it's a planned play here. Here comes the 2-2. This one high in the zone, lifted to the right side in foul territory. Going over on it is Wiggins. Is he going to have enough room? He does not as it goes over the fence.
You know, if there ever was a time to run with him, that would be right now. 3-2. You know, Walker at the plate, most likely if it's in the zone, he's going to put it in play from what we've saw. So, hey, if there ever was a time, it might be right now.
Pitch number 7 coming up for Matt Walker. Are you saying that's what you'd be doing here if you were standing at third base?
It's a thought.
Here comes a 2-2. This one lifted into center field. Deep ball hit. Austin Bartley going over on the run, and he misses it. It lands right beyond the outstretched glove. Moving up to second base is Coulter. Coming in to score easily is Josh DeRocher, and the Volunteers are on the board. It's 3-1 on the RBI single for Matt Walker, and what an at-bat.
Yeah, Matt Walker, he came to play today, I'll tell you what. He looks to be very confident in the box and has a great swing.
That one just out of the reach of Austin Bartley in center field. Looked like he tracked it pretty well. Was in a full sprint going over, just a little bit out in front of the outstretched glove.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get there off the bat, but wasn't able to make the play.
Braden Corporal steps in. First pitch swing, fouls one off. No balls, 1 strike. 1 down here in the top of the third. Corporal doing the catching today. Was a strikeout victim. His first at-bat. Horner out of the stretch now with 2 runners on. Here comes the 0-1. This one off the end of the bat, lifted into shallow center field. Coming in on it is Bartley, drops to a knee and has it drop right in front of him. Try to get the force at third as all the runners had to hold, but in by about a step and a half is Brooks Coulter. And now the bases are loaded, and Austin Bartley sprinting in, dropped to one knee, and looked like hit off the inside of the glove.
Yeah, that was one of the ones you thought he had it all the way. I'm not sure what happened there.
You're the coach. How you scoring that one?
Yeah, that's an error.
That's what I'm figuring too. Just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Again, now the bases are loaded. As the first pitch into Luke Walker is a called strike at the plate. Walker, a strikeout victim, his first at-bat, one of the 3 in the first inning. He's got 2 ducks on the pond, 3 on the bases. Here comes that 0-1, a hearty cut, a swing and a miss, strike 2.
They got the bases loaded and a run in already, and only 1 hit.
I think Walker was trying to take the lead on that swing. How hearty of a cut that was. Ready with the 0-2. Here it comes, a swing and a miss. And down on strikes again is Luke Walker. And that will be strikeout number 6 in the game for Caleb Horner. 2 down here in the top of the third.
Yeah, he needed that. Hopefully he can get Elkins here as well and get out of the inning.
Luke Walker has now seen 6 pitches, all strikes, 2 strikeouts.
Tough day.
Not the best day at the plate for him so far. Dylan Elkins now steps in with the bases loaded, takes strike 1 on the outside corner on the breaking ball. He grounded to second for the putout to lead off inning number 2. Horner looks in. Here comes the fastball. A swing and a miss by Elkins. And Aaron, it is the best time of the night.
Oh, man.
Fat Jack's Barbecue is in the building, folks.
Does it get any better than Fat Jack's Barbecue?
It does not. Calling baseball and having nachos delivered to your right does not get any better. A breaking ball, swing and a miss by Dylan Elkins. And striking out the side with some damage done in between. But Horner gets out of the inning just giving up 1 run. It was an RBI single for Matt Walker, scoring Josh DeRocher from third. We'll go to the bottom of the third when we come back. It is the Hornets 3, the Volunteers 1. We're back in 60 seconds.
Prepare for what's next, or to plan ahead. We're here. Brown Funeral Home, a legacy of service since 1880.
Yeah, I'll text Bo. I think Bo's here. I'll text him.
Trips Floor Sanding and Berkeley Fashion Flooring has restored hardwood floors and solid premier flooring in this area for over 25 years, providing a wide range of services, including floor sanding and refinishing and floor coverings. When you're looking for reliable professional flooring services from a company you can trust, you can count on us. Schedule a visit to our well-stocked showroom today, then get a free estimate on your flooring project.
Jack's Barbecue for once again supplying us with some grub here in the press box. If you get a chance to get out here, which we highly recommend for multiple reasons coming out to the ballpark, definitely stop by the food truck and get some barbecue. They have a assortment of whatever you may be feeling. It's usually the nachos for us, and they have yet to disappoint.
You can't go.
As I take a bite of the, I believe this is pulled pork tonight, and yeah, once again, does not disappoint. 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Still on the mound for the Volunteers is Josh DeRocher. He has come around to score the only run of the game so far for Boonesboro. 3-1, our score.
So you're gonna talk for the next inning and a half, so I can take these nachos down.
Unfortunately, you're on the air tonight, buddy. You cannot. I get an idea of what Miller and I have to deal with looking at these nachos for 3 innings.
Yeah, usually I get to eat them fresh.
You made an observation in the top part of the third inning. 1 run had scored on 1 hit so far. Now 2 hits so far in the game, but it has really been the walks, hit by pitches, and errors that are the reason that Boonesboro has the 1 run they do.
Yeah, kind of been causing their own problems there.
Leading off is Josh Rush for the Hornets as he takes strike 1. He had a triple deep in center field, got over the head of Luke Walker back in the first inning. Rocher out of the windup. Again, falling off the mound a little bit as that one misses low and away. Ball 1. Was some conversation up here in the press box that he does stand right in the middle of that rubber. Doesn't favor one side or the other, so maybe just digging a hole right in the middle of that mound. Ready with the 1-1. This one ripped to third base by Josh Rush. Goes off the palm of the glove of Nathan Bassford at third. Ricochets all the way over to shortstop, and that'll be a infield single for Josh Rush on a scorcher into the hot corner.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had much of a chance there off the bat. It was just coming at him.
Yeah, coming at him and just hoping to get a glove on it, and he did. Was able to knock it down, but how quickly it hit off the palm of that glove. Ricocheted to his left. An infield single for Rush. Trey Sign steps in, the number 3 batter in the order. Had a RBI single to score the first run of the game. He takes ball 1 low.
Trey struggled a little bit early on with his hitting, but as of this weekend and then tonight he's rolling it into, he looks to be having a little bit more confidence at the plate.
Yeah, back up to that 300 mark, 9 for 33 on the season. Here comes that 1-0 to Sign. Lifts this one into center field. Luke Walker coming in on it. Camps underneath it and hauls it in for out number 1. Sign just getting a little bit underneath that pitch. Retreating back to first is Josh Rush.
Now batting number 10, the designated hitter.
Brady Weaver steps in. Today's designated hitter for pitcher Caleb Horner. Weaver an infield single. That was the chopper that was deep into the hole at short. No play made.
And Rush with a lot of speed here on first. Look for him to possibly take off.
Has a pretty decent lead over there at first. Now stepping off is DeRocher. He has attempted 1 pickoff tonight, and that got away from him. Looks over to Rush as Rush now gets a bit of a shorter lead. Here's the first pitch to Weaver. That one inside, ball 1. Looking, almost got a piece of Weaver as he bailed out of the way, but was able to get out of the way just enough. Rocher looks in now, takes a couple of quick glances over at first. Weaver awaits that 1-0. Here it comes again, falling off the rubber just a bit. Is the pitcher DeRocher, gets by the catcher Quarple. I'm not sure Josh Rush realized it had popped out of the glove. If he did, I'm pretty sure he's standing at second base right now.
Yeah, I think manager Trip Tobin's walking up and down the third base box like, what's going on over there?
Got to know the situation. Sun now becoming a factor on the right side of the infield as it is setting below the indoor hitting facility. Here comes the 2-0 to Brady Weaver. He sends one past the third baseman. A good effort by Bassford, but can't quite get to it. It's a single, the second single of the game for Brady Weaver. Now 2 runners on with 1 down here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, the ball's kind of finding Bassford here this inning so far.
And Brady Weaver's now sent 2 that direction. Again, the one in the first inning, more of a chopper. This one, very well hit baseball. Bassford fully extended. The only thing he could have done more is dive, but I'm not even sure that would have stopped that one from getting into the outfield grass.
That one was by him, I think.
Rush standing at second base. Weaver is at first. Ben Bartles, who was hit by a pitch in that first inning, steps in as he watches ball 1. That one missing below the knees. Is that one getting away from the catcher Corporal? And again, not even a strong secondary lead at second for Josh Rush.
No, I don't know what's going on out there. He should probably have been on third on that one.
I think he's watching where the ball is ending and then kind of making that decision before he sees the final result. Middle infield checking on Rush a little bit. Here comes that 1-0 to Bartles. That one, a strike at the knees, strike 1. Bartles hitting at a clip of 235. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. That one bouncing in front of the plate. Good block by Corporal. Rush watching that one, getting a little bit more of a secondary lead, but that's the one that he's not going anywhere on, as that one bounced back into play.
He missed that opportunity 2 pitches ago.
He's missed one twice now. 2 balls, 1 strike. The count to today's starting catcher in the number 5 spot, Ben Bartles. Here comes that 2-1. This one driven into the opposite field. That's going to find a gap and get down for at least a single. Gets almost by the center fielder. Good backhand stab by Walker. Rush is going to round third and head in to score. Weaver will be held at third, and it's back out to a 3-run lead for the Hornets on the RBI double for Ben Bartles.
Yeah, Bartles sat back on that one. Great piece of hitting. Took the fastball to right field and drove in the run. And if Rush advances, maybe Weaver scores 2 on that. But little base running blunder there probably cost him a run. We'll see if they can get it in.
You still like your chances right now as Wiggins steps in, and Ben Bartles will give way to a courtesy runner. Looks like a different courtesy runner. Cam King was the courtesy runner in that first inning. He was 19.
14 is the number on the jersey. It would be a different runner because it's a...
This is Hunter Minnick, who will come in and run now.
Running in second for the Hornets, number 14, Hunter Minnick.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Noah Wiggins. Here comes the breaking ball. That one high and inside. That was the first pitch. Sorry, looking at the previous at-bat there. 1-0, now the count to Noah Wiggins. Didn't think this was the 4th pitch of the at-bat, but didn't trust my own writing. Ready with the 1-0. This one, a cut taken by Wiggins. Chops one over towards the bench. Foul ball. Going to be a strike 1. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike.
Typically with Matt Miller here, you just look over and look at his sheet, but you don't want to look at mine tonight. I guarantee it's not up to par.
Hey, I've called him out a few times this year. He's listening right now, most likely, with the week off, but still, he will never miss a chance to tune into some baseball. Here comes the 1-1. Wiggins sends one into right field. Ryan Bell moving back on a tough play to make in the sun, but he will make the catch. Tagging up from third is Brady Weaver. He will score on that ball hit well deep enough into right field. It'll be an RBI sacrifice fly for Noah Wiggins, and now a 5-1 lead for the Hornets on the run scored by Brady Weaver.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Just drove the ball to the outfield. He knew what he needed to do to score the run, and good piece of situational hitting. I know talking to Coach Tobin a little bit early on, he was upset at some of the situational hitting that they had going on.
Hunter Minnick did move up to third base on the deep fly ball to right field. Now stepping in is Ryan Fry, and Fry takes one above the letters, ball 1.
The right fielder, Ryan Fry.
You run out of ink over there, buddy?
Yep, need a new pen, man. Good thing you brought me two.
The Roacher looks in, ready with that 1-0 to Fry. Fry takes a hack at one, fouls it off into the netting just to our right. Count even 1 ball, 1 strike. The bottom of the third inning, 5-1 is the lead for the Hornets. The Roacher out of the windup, ready with that 1-1. That one bouncing in front of the plate. That one only got about 55 feet of the 60 feet 6 inches needed. Good block, however, by Braden Corporal to keep that one in front and keep Minnick at third base. That one gets by. That's probably another run for the Hornets. Instead, it is just a ball on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ready with that 2-1 pitch. Another hack taken. This one fouled off to the brick backstop just below us by Ryan Fry. Count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield playing a shade in, at least on that right side. Brooks Coulter playing a few steps in. Now a breaking ball, a swing and a miss, but a drop third strike. Corporal's going to have to make the throw down to first. Does on the outside of the bag, and it'll be a strikeout, then going 2-3 to retire the side. 2 runs do come across in the inning for the Hornets. We'll go to the top of the 4th when we come back. It is 5-1. The home team Hornets in the lead. We're back with the top of the 4th when we come back. This is Hornets Baseball on TV 10. It's 1-0, right? Last time I checked, it was 1-0. It's what? Okay. They tried to blow it last night. I went to bed. It was 7-0. Woke up. They won 8-7. Love to hear it. See, the Jays hit 4 solo shots last night. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Miami's not allowed to play anymore until further notice.
Law Enforcement Live airs daily only on TV 10.
I was asking if you got anything else to stab me. If you get
That's not what the media makes it to be. We're here to help. I like what I do.
The following scene contains graphic content some viewers may find upsetting.
Stand back. That's sad.
New episodes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Want to do it? Go through it. You're gonna like it.
Over top of what was a very promising opening weekend for Major League Baseball. So we will see what it has in stores. We now have a pitching change on the mound for the Hornets. Stepping in, leading off, is Nathan Bassford. I was trying to see
Cole Campbell.
Yeah, I thought it was Cole Campbell. Just wanted to make sure. Another green jersey out there. So Campbell steps in. Ready with that 0-1. Breaking ball. Misses for ball 1.
Cole Campbell now on the mound for the Hornets. My apologies, Cole.
You saw a smirk when the name was given. 1-1 to Bassford. And Bassford takes that one outside for ball 2. Now the count 2-1. The final stat line on Caleb Horner. 2 hits given up, 1 run. Struck out 7 on the game. Walked 2 and hit 1 batter. Here comes that 2-1. This one driven to the opposite field. Moving over on it is Ryan Fry. He will make the catch for out number 1. Now stepping in is the number 8 hitter in the order, Ryan Bell.
Bell last time struck out swing.
First pitch to him, a breaking ball he takes upstairs. Maybe also a bit outside for ball 1. Cole Campbell out of the windup. Here comes that 1-0. A swing and a miss on a hardy cut by Bell. Pulled that front foot out and was trying to yank one down the right field line. Instead, count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much pitching Cole Campbell's done this summer. I don't know if I've seen him out here.
I have not seen him on the mound in any of the games that we have done. And looking at the pitching stats as the 1-1 pitch in, looking for strike 2 to Ryan Bell. Looking at the pitching stats on the Game Changer site, do not see his name.
Maybe a special senior night inning.
Ready with the 1-2. That one missing outside. Count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm sure this is not bringing up great memories for you here at P.O. Faulkner with Cole Campbell on the mound.
No, I think if you listen to the pregame, you heard what his favorite memory was.
Ready with the 2-2, fouled off down the third base line, out of play, going back towards the concession stands.
I believe his senior spotlight said his favorite memory was beating Martinsburg in the sectional in 2 years ago.
Was sitting right here for that game. Ready with the 2-2 again. A swing and a miss on the deflection, held onto by Ben Bartles at the plate, and a strikeout for Ryan Bell, the first strikeout of the game for Cole Campbell.
And we did a lot of that night. Striking out.
Oh, the fun of high school baseball. Those memories you'll take with you, whether you're a coach or a player, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I had a few sleepless nights after that one.
A few? Lucas George now steps in, the number 9 batter in the order, takes ball 1 below the knees. His first at-bat, a strikeout victim to lead off the third inning. Campbell looks in, gets a sign from Bartles. Here it comes, bounces in, ball 2. Campbell will not toe that pitching rubber. Shading a bit to the right side, but pretty much right down the middle. Here comes that 2-0 low and inside, ball 3. On the on-deck circle is Josh DeRocher. Here comes that 3-0, the old automatic, the fastball right down the middle for Campbell. Now a hitter's count for Lucas George, 3 balls, 1 strike. See if he has the green light here.
I thought maybe he might have the green light 3-0. We've seen a lot of that this summer, too.
We've seen way more of that than I would like as a baseball traditionalist. That 3-1 misses out of the zone. Ball 4 and a 2-out walk for Lucas George. Now back to the top of the order for Josh DeRocher as he will step in. He is 0 for 1 on the day, hit by a pitch and a strikeout.
I would like to think the 3-0 green light is just a summer ball thing because
that's a bad habit to get into.
I can guarantee if you talk to any of our guys, they don't get the 3-0 green light.
You even talked to Coach Tobin about that as ball 1 misses outside to DeRocher.
I try to let Coach Tobin coach his team, and I'll coach mine.
It's not the Little League format where you're kind of molding these kids?
No, he's a big boy.
1-0, just off the plate, ball 2. So Campbell having a little bit of a tough time finding the strike zone here. The last 2 pitchers, or the last 2 hitters, rather. Retired the first 2 on a fly out and a strikeout. That 2-0 misses ball 3.
I don't know if he has or he hasn't been pitching, but I can tell you that if he hasn't pitched in quite some time, it's not just easy to come out and throw an inning.
No, not the easiest thing to do. Campbell comes set ready with that 3-0. That one just below the letters, strike 1. So once again, a 3-1 count. Seen that to back-to-back hitters now. Campbell hoping to battle back a little bit more. Looks in out of the stretch. Ready with that 3-1. That one just high and inside, ball 4.
Man, I thought he was going to get that one.
And thought he may get the top edge of the zone. Home plate umpire Keith Allison disagreed. And now we are up to the number 2 batter in the order, Brooks Coulter. Coulter has reached twice, 2 walks.
On base percentage is through the roof.
He's hoping for a third, and he would be the 3rd straight walk if he's able to earn one. Runners at first and second. Lucas George now in scoring position as the lefty Coulter steps in. First pitch to him, a fastball right down the middle, strike 1. Good job by Cole Campbell getting ahead of Coulter. Out of the stretch, here comes that 0-1 breaking ball. Misses above the letters, ball 1.
You know, we talked about the digital camo from Boonesboro, but if you take a look at Cole Campbell's hat.
Is that the red and white digital camo? I believe
it's a little bit more digital camo.
Here comes that 1-1 low inside, ball 2. Well, there's enough jerseys out in the field right now, we could probably critique all of these. Although the Hedgesville faithful rocking T-shirts tonight is Coach Grove storing the jerseys for the year. That 2-1 lifted off the inside of the bat, driven to the left side. Walking about 2 steps in is Ryan Barger, and the side is retired. 2 walks in the inning, a strikeout for Cole Campbell, and no runs across the board for Boonesboro. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, it is the Hornets 5, the Volunteers 1. We're back in 60 seconds.
Rumors are flying. There's this big merger everyone is talking about. 2 real forces in the world joining forces. This is big stuff, but it's all rumor. Is this merger really going to happen? If so, when? Where? Who else is involved? Mergers of this stature affect a lot of people. At Bechtel Jewelers, we say, sir, it's time to confirm the rumors. This is Lori from Bechtel Jewelers. It's true. People are talking about you and that woman you're so crazy about. It's so obvious to everybody that you're meant for each other. And yes, talk about 2 forces in the world. You, her, watch out world. So get in here. Let's find the diamond and the setting. Just perfect for her. Just what she's dreamed of. Then get back to her pronto. Down on one knee, open that little box, say those few words. She'll probably say more than a few back. Of course, when she sees her diamond, she might not be able to say anything at all, except the one word that confirms that beautiful merger. And then spread the news. Confirm the rumors. This merger is happening. Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South in Inwood.
Find them online at BechtelJewelers.com.
The sun creeping below the trees as now no sun on the field. The lights starting to take effect here. P.O. Faulkner getting in his warm-up pitches back out for his 4th inning of work is Josh DeRocher. We figured this might be the case as 9 guys on the lineup card today for Boonesboro. So it would have to be a quick warm-up in between innings. And or you're coming in cold if there are some substitutions being made in the field.
Yeah, and give DeRocher credit. He hasn't done a bad job tonight. You know, he's filled the zone. He's had a little bit of trouble with my mound. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but for the most part, he's done a nice job.
20 pitches last inning. That puts him up to 53 as a rough count on the game. At least that's what we have up here. Don't know if that's the official count or not, but what we have is 53. 19 in the first, 14 in the second, and 20 in the 3rd inning. Ryan Barger will lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th. DeRocher not quite comfortable as he started in the stretch, then realized that, hey, there's nobody on. Let's go back to the windup. Does look like he's moving a little bit more towards the first base side of the rubbers. That first pitch, a swing and a miss as Barger pulling his head out. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Chase Anderson in the on-deck circle. DeRocher ready with that 0-1, a breaking ball. Started inside, then ended up on that outside corner, strike 2.
Yeah, kind of froze Barger there.
Barger a strikeout looking back in the second. Out of the windup, ready with that 0-2. That one misses high on the fastball, ball 1. The Hornets will be in Winchester tomorrow night. We will not have that game broadcast. Again, summer, similar to baseball teams, we have some trouble finding people as well to work these games as the 1-2, a strike 3 called on the inside corner. Barger hustling down to first on the drop, 3rd strike. A good throw by Corporal down to Elkins at first base. That'll be a strikeout going 2-3 for out number 1 in the inning.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Chase Anderson.
Chase Anderson steps in. He a strikeout victim. A lot of strikeouts in this game so far, if you haven't been picking up on that. That is now strikeout 6 for DeRocher in this one. There were 7 for Horner and 1 in his first inning of work for Cole Campbell.
Anderson squared around there looking like he was trying to lay one down the 3rd baseline. See him done that a couple times this summer. He's pretty effective with it.
Instead pulls back as it missed out of the zone, ball 1. Here comes that 1-0 pitch. Catches the outside corner. Did not square away on that. Instead, the count even. One's a wild, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 5-1 the score. The Hornets in the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Ready with the 1-1. Ball 2 taken in the dirt. Good eye by Chase Anderson. Good block in front by Corporal, although nobody on, so it would not have been much damage, but that was a habit you want to get into, is making sure you can get those when there is nobody on. Makes it a little bit easier with runners on the base paths. Here comes that 2-1 breaking ball, catches the outside edge, strike 2.
starting to think at this point DeRocher has a little bit more confidence in his breaking ball than he does his fastball.
We saw Horner get more and more confident with his as the game went on. See if DeRocher's feeling the same way. He'll go to the fastball here. Strike 3 called at the knees.
Back-to-back strikeout lookings for the Hornets.
And now up to 7 strikeouts in the game for Josh DeRocher. And as long as that pitch count stays pretty consistent with what it has been, wouldn't be surprised if he could go the distance here tonight. Again, a very short lineup here tonight for Boonesboro.
Yeah, I'm sure if you're Boonesboro, you're hoping he goes the distance.
Don't know who would be, I don't even want to say up next in the pen, because don't think there is going to be a bullpen tonight as we're back to the top of the order. Austin Bartley steps in. He was a fly-out picked into center field, his last at-bat. 0 for 2 now on the game. Strikeout victim in the first. DeRocher ready out of the windup. Here's that 0-1. Bartley fouls that one off. Now behind on the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you'd like to see Bartley get a hit here. You know, senior night, home Bulldog. I'm pulling for him.
Nothing like a nice senior night at the end of July.
You got to get him in when you can, man. Times are different.
Here comes the 0-2 to Bartley. A breaking ball fouled off at the plate. Let's do that 0-2 all over again. And you talk about just getting a hit on senior night, not having a hit yet tonight. He's now 0 for 14 on the summer, so just trying to get a hit in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, really.
Get on base for just the second time this summer. 1 walk so far, so has just struggled to get on base in any way possible.
Really rooting for him here.
Yeah, would love to see him get on base here. Here comes that 0-2 again. Chase the fastball up the ladder. Strike 3, and DeRocher getting more and more confident as this one goes on. He strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 4th. The top of the 5th, when we come back, it is the Hornets 5, the Boonesboro Volunteers 1. We're back in 60 seconds.
TV10, proudly serving Berkeley and Jefferson counties of West Virginia. Your source for local news, talk, sports, and entertainment. Mario in the mornings from 6 to 8, followed by Eastern Panhandle Talk from 8 to 10. Miller Time Sports from 12 to 1, re-aired at 5 to 6. Check out Law Enforcement Live. Shop for your new home with Open House. Weekly county council meetings. Learn how to cook like a pro in the kitchen with Chef Walden. All the latest high school and college sports. TV10.
TV10 is teaming up with the Berkeley County Youth Fair to bring you the first ever Berkeley County Virtual Youth Fair from August 1st to August 7th, from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. each night, live to your TV. The Virtual Youth Fair will feature our county's youth presenting their animals just as they've done before. But since you can't go to the Youth Fair to see them, we will bring the Youth Fair to you. Join TV10's Mary Beth Blair each day from August 1st to August 7th as she introduces you to the youth of Berkeley County and their videos of their Youth Fair experience.
Welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. 5-1 is the lead for the home Hornby Hornets. Lights taking more and more effect by the minute here at the ballpark in Martinsburg. It was election day here in the city.
Did you vote?
I'm not a city resident.
Ah, that's right.
Neither are you. I'm not sure. Zach, are you a city resident in Martinsburg? Did you cast your vote today? Oh, didn't do his civic duty. Zach Van Meter, our cameraman here tonight. Natalie Comer is our on-site producer. Back at the studio is Don Kenny. Set to lead it off here in the top of inning number 5. Shortstop in the number 3 spot, Matt Walker. Walker is 2 for 2 on the game. A double in the first, a RBI single in the third. I'd like to keep that trend going.
Yeah, he's been swinging well tonight.
Cole Campbell back in for his second inning of work. First pitch to Walker, high and outside, or high and inside, rather, ball 1. Campbell in the center of that pitching rubber. Out of the windup, here comes that 1-0. That one fouled off to the netting right in front of our broadcast position.
Right back at you. He didn't even flinch. Impressed.
Used to it by now.
Veteran.
When you caught for several years, you kind of get used to coming that slow at you. You can handle anything.
You would caught that one?
Yep. Here's the 1-1 from Campbell, catching the outside corner. Watching it the whole way is Walker. He's now behind on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Campbell, ready. Here's the 1-2, a breaking ball, swing and a miss by Matt Walker. He goes down on strikes, 1 down here in the top of inning number 5, and I think just waited and waited and waited for that breaking ball to get there, and just a little too eager.
Yeah, if you're Caleb Corner, that's
Cole Campbell.
Cole Campbell.
Let's try that one for size.
If you're Cole Campbell, that's a big out for you because Matt Walker was swinging a hot bat tonight.
Yeah, been doing some damage at the plate. Brings up Braden Corporal, who takes strike one. So Campbell finding the strike zone a little more consistently here in his second inning of work.
Spinning that breaking ball in there like he's been doing it all summer.
And it's a different speed. You can tell it's a bit slower coming out of that right hand than Caleb Horner. Again, going with a little bit of an off speed. That one, a swing and a miss, strike two. Now Corporal is behind in the count 0-2, and the difference in speed between Horner and Campbell. Here comes that 0-2 breaking ball. This one lifted into center field. Austin Bartley moving over to his right, makes the catch, and retires Corporal for out number 2.
Looks like we had a switch out there, and that looks like it's Trey Sign now in center.
Trey Sign is now in center. Yes, we do have a new left fielder efforting for a number, as it looks like we do have a new third baseman as well. So some substitutions for
third base, I believe, is Tyler Gilpin.
We will check the game changer for that one in between innings. Stepping in now is Luke Walker, who takes strike one. Again, a large roster for this Hornets team. So a lot of guys are going to rotate in and out throughout the game. Here comes that 0 on this one. Skied into foul territory behind home plate. Out of play. Strike two.
How many guys are they carrying, do you know?
I believe at one point it was 27.
So you need all those guys in summer ball, vacations and kids working and stuff like that. It's the more the merrier.
Ready with the 0-2. Here comes the breaking ball from Cole Campbell. That one missed high and outside. Just the second one he's missed out of the zone so far this inning. Again, not anything fancy, just a different speed than they were used to seeing with Caleb Horner.
Just effective.
Here comes the 1-2. That one a fastball. Outside corner, strike three. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Cole Campbell. And the Volunteers go 1, 2, 3. We will go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back. It is the Hornets 5, the Volunteers 1. We're back in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. Some substitutions coming up to the press box as we now have a new pitcher on the mound for Boonesboro. No numbers were given to us, so not sure who was on the mound now for the Volunteers. Also some defensive substitutions, as it looks like now at shortstop is Josh DeRocher. So could be Matt Walker now on the mound, but also some substitutions elsewhere. So we will try to effort those as this inning goes along. Also got some updates. It'll be Thomas Budka in for Austin Bartley in the batting order. He will go to right field. Tyler Gilpin now at third base, so good call on that. Hitting for Ryan Fry, and Nick Reeves in for Ryan Barger, and he will be in left field.
For the Volunteers, number 15, Nathan Bosford.
So Nathan Bosford now on the mound. He will come in from third. And DeRocher now at shortstop. Coulter now at third base. So I believe we may have Walker at second. Again, these are all estimates based on what we know of this independent league.
You're doing the best you can, buddy.
Nathan Bosford, we know, is on the mound right now, and leading off is Josh Rush, who takes strike one. Rush so far in this one, an infield single and a triple.
Good night for Josh Rush so far.
Bosford looks in. Now ready. Here's that 0-1 breaking ball, catches the outside corner, strike two.
Nice job there by Bosford, showing both pitches for strikes.
0-2 to Josh Rush. Here comes the 0-2. This one fouled sharply down the right field line, and it looks foul immediately off the bat, but almost had to hold my tongue, as I believe that one didn't miss by more than an inch or two.
I don't think it missed by much, but Jeff King, our base umpire, is right on top of it.
He is closer than we are and has a little bit better of an angle.
Yeah, I was joking with him before the game. I said, you better not mess up tonight because I'm going to call you out. I owe you a couple from the high school season.
Oh, you don't yell at umpires? I've never seen you get angry at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's try this 0-2 again to Josh Rush. Bosford looks in. Out of the stretch here is that 0-2. Jammed him inside, but that's going to end up a bloop single in center field for Josh Rush. And Rush right now just finding his way on and finding some gaps in the field. That one well inside, off the hands, but muscled it into center field for a single.
That's your one if it's a wood bat summer league. That baby's shattered and it's a fly out to shortstop.
Yeah, no question about it. Now brings up Trey Sign. Checking the runner at first is Bosford. Now looking in is Sign. Takes a hack at one. Never made contact, bouncing it out of the glove, and Rush quickly to second and will make a big round of second base before retreating back to the bag. I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't going to be surprised if he tried for third, how quickly he was hustling around that second base bag.
It looked like catcher didn't pick up the ball right away, and Rush probably had a couple innings ago where he didn't pick up the ball very well. He probably had that in the back of his mind, so he wasn't going to let that happen again.
Bosford looks in. Gets the sign he wants, delivers one to Trey Sign, low and away. Ball one. Count even now to Sign. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rush getting his lead off second base. Bosford taking a couple quick glances back at him. Now will look towards the plate and delivers. Sign rips one over the first baseman's head into right field. That's going to score Rush easily as he's rounding third and heading for home. A bit of a turnaround first base for Trey Sign, and overthrows the cutoff man. Going over his Coulter to pick it up at third base, and Trey Sign now into second base on the throwing air.
Yeah, nice job all the way around there by Trey Sign, taking the ball where it was pitched, hitting it into right, and then being very aggressive on the base pass. And he's done that for 4 years at Martinsburg High School, so I'm used to seeing that, but it's good to see that out of him tonight.
Yeah, that is all hustle. That is a hustle play right there, and got to hit your cutoff man. You're throwing in from the outfield.
Sir.
One of the simplest parts of baseball. You hit the cutoff man, you limit it to a single base right there. Now a runner in scoring position as Rush and Sign switch places. Stepping off the mound is Bosford as Brady Weaver steps in.
Weaver 2 for 2 so far tonight.
Yeah,
2 singles.
Doing a good job sending it to the left side. A scorcher and a chopper as he'll send this one to the opposite field, going over onto this Ryan Bell in the outfield, and he will not get to it, lets it drop before it bounces right into his glove. That was a close play, but ball hitting the ground just before popping into his glove, and another single for Brady Weaver.
Yeah, he's staying hot. Trey Sign was kind of caught in between there. He wasn't sure if he was going to catch it or not, and it kind of short hopped the glove, and he didn't know where to go.
Better to freeze on that than to be thrown out at second and take away a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, especially with nobody out here, looking to have a big inning.
Brings up Ben Bartles, and Bartles has had himself a night here tonight as well. Got hit by a pitch and an RBI double back in the third.
Yeah, they're swinging it well in the middle part of the order.
Bosford looks back at second base where Trey Sign eyeballs him as well. Now Bartles again off the inside part of the bat. That one looks like it's going towards the Bermuda Triangle, and it is. It bounces in just in front of the right fielder. Trey Sign rounding third, and he will retreat as the base is now loaded, as we've had several several singles this inning that have been well inside and just muscled into the outfield. You saw with Josh Rush, you saw with Brady Weaver, and now with Ben Bartles, and the base is now loaded.
Yeah, it seems like the baseball gods are kind of on the Hornets' side tonight.
Don't see our courtesy runner yet for Ben Bartles. It has been two separate runners so far in this one, Cam King and Hunter Minnick. See if either one of them finds their way out to first base. Noah Wiggins steps in, and that one high as he ducks out of the way. Ball one.
Doesn't look like much activity in the dugout, so Bartles might be on his own here.
Hey, every now and again, a catcher's got to run for himself, right?
Yeah, they typically don't want to.
They get used to it. Here comes that 1-0 pitch. This one a chopper over the head of the third baseman by Noah Wiggins. That's going to score a run as Trey Sign comes in. Brady Weaver being waved around third base. He will score with ease. It's a 2 RBI single. Is now cruising into second base as Noah Wiggins as that ball was thrown home, and Wiggins just thinking he's going to casually cruise into second base. There was a throw back to second, but Wiggins safely at second. Moving to third is Ben Bartles, and now a 8-1 lead for the Hornets.
Yeah, just a little bit of sloppy play there by Boonesboro over the throw and the cutoff, and not really knowing what's going on.
Runners at second and third now. So get my pen to right finally. There we go. Now brings up Tyler Gilpin. Again hitting in the spot of Ryan Fry as he takes ball one. Still no outs here in the fifth. And from what we've been told, they are playing 10 after 5. And that is not out of the question right now with two runners in scoring position. Swing and a foul ball off the bat of Tyler Gilpin. Off the handle, and it's the first ball off the handle we've seen this inning that didn't end up a single.
Typically you hit the handle this inning, you're going to have a hit.
Shows you just how strong these high school and freshman and college players are getting, because these BB Core bats were supposed to mimic a wood bat. Again, you mentioned a wood bat that's broken off and your hands are still vibrating as a swing and a miss by Tyler Gilpin. Now behind on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fry had struck out 2 times in this spot in the order. Here comes a breaking ball. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, and Gilpin is retired for out number 1 in the inning. Now bring to the plate Nick Reeves. Reeves will return to Musselman High School in the fall.
Yeah, I believe he's the only returning kid that's here tonight. I think everybody else is either graduated or a college freshman. Was a college freshman.
Here comes the first pitch to Reeves. That one high and outside, ball 1.
I know Jack Reisenweber's another kid that will be returning, but I think he's playing with his other team tonight.
Splitting time with Winchester, correct?
Yes.
So that'll be a
Blue Ridge Generals.
That 1-0 to Reeves inside for ball 2. First inning of work for Nathan Bosford, not what he had in mind so far. Here's the 2-0 to Reeves. A called strike 1 on the outside corner. Give you the final numbers on Josh DeRocher after this pitch to Reeves. Ready with the 2-1. Here comes Bosford out of the stretch. Breaking ball well outside, ball 3. For DeRocher, he went 4 innings, giving up 5 runs on 7 hits, striking out 7. Did not walk anyone, but did hit a batter. So not a bad night for DeRocher. Had him throwing 66 pitches as a swing and a foul ball.
Yeah, I thought DeRocher was very effective. He filled up the zone. He mixed his fastball, curveball very well, and yeah, I thought he had a real nice outing. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to talk to him after the game, see what's wrong with my mound.
Reeves fouls one off down the third base line, makes it 3-2. Payoff pitch upcoming. 2 runners in scoring position right now. And ball 4 just missed off the edge of the plate. Not sure where, but just missed. And the Hornets have loaded the bases once again.
Yeah, that one was pretty close. But you can go ahead and question the umpire on that, but I'm not doing any questioning umpires on the air tonight. I got to make sure we're on good graces for the 2021 season.
Yeah, you still got another year to...
Do you think they'll get over it?
Yeah, I think they'll get over it. Looks like we have another pinch hitter that we were not given.
Simpson.
It is Simpson now stepping in. Takes the ball one outside, hitting the place of Chase Anderson. Anderson so far in this one had struck out twice in the number 9 spot. Ball 2 to Simpson low and inside. Sam Simpson so far 1 for 14 on the season. So he waits that 2-0 and takes a hack at 1A. Good rip. Just a little bit late sending that one into the netting. Down the first baseline, 2 balls. 1 strike to Sam Simpson.
I'm sure Simpson would like to get a pitch hit RBI here and help his team out coming off the bench.
Here comes that 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Good pitch by Nathan Bosford. Got Simpson to chase. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good battle back for number 15 on the mound. Runners at each base. Double play possibility. Corners are in for a play at the plate. Breaking ball right down the middle. Strike 3 looking for Sam Simpson. Not sure what else he wanted there on that pitch. He got 2 strikes on. Got to protect with anything close. That one starting inside, then finishing right over the heart of the plate.
Yeah, you got to be looking to put that one in play.
That's why you play in the summer leagues there, right? You try to work on those issues. Now back to the top of the order. Top is Butka. He will return to Hedgesville next spring, or at least return to the baseball team next spring. Hopefully returns in the fall. Swing and a miss. Butka behind 0-1. Looking in is Bosford. Out of the stretch, here comes that 0-1, and Butka chasing one up the ladder, strike 2.
Yeah, 3 straight pinch hitters here. Bases loaded. You'd like to see him get something in.
The 9th man to come to the plate here in the inning for the Hornets. Here comes that 0-2 to Butka. Misses. Low and away, ball 1. The count now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Game scheduled to go 7. And the Hornets were trying to end it here this inning. Had a good opportunity as that 1-2 misses just inside. Butka thought about it. Was able to hold up. Count now even. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think Keith Allison thought about calling it strike 3 too.
Thought wiser of it. As the break even now, deuces are wild. Here's the 2-2, 2 outs. A ball lifted to the left side of the infield. DeRocher moves in and makes the catch for out number 3. The bases are loaded to end the inning. We will go to the top of the 6th when we come back. It is a 8-1 lead for the Hornets over Boonesboro. Back with the 6th inning when we come back. This is Hornets Baseball on TV 10. We're back in 60 seconds.
Well, come on, and let us show you what we got. Come on, let us help you save a life. If you're looking for exciting things to do, places to go, people to know, and places to eat too, come on and pick up the latest edition of Around the Panhandle magazine. That's where you'll find the unique ideas that will lead you to the luxurious lifestyle you're dreaming of. Pick up a copy of Around the Panhandle magazine today at any of the local Rock's convenience stores or find us online at aroundthepanhandle.com.
TV10 is teaming up with the Berkeley County Youth Fair to bring you the first ever Berkeley County Virtual Youth Fair from August 1st to August 7th, 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. each night live to your television. The Virtual Youth Fair will feature our county's youth presenting their animals just as they've done before. But since you can't go to the Youth Fair to see them, we'll bring the Youth Fair to you. Join TV10's Mary Beth Blair each day from August 1st through August the 7th as she introduces you to the youth of Berkeley County and their videos of their Youth Fair experience right here on TV10.
Welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. James Walsh, your new pitcher for the Hornby Hornets. one of the seniors here today, I believe a little bit late getting here. Matt Miller and I had a chance to talk to him at the beginning of the shutdown, and I know working at least one job right now, preparing to go to Hood College in the fall, so maybe just a little late getting off work, knew that he was going to be pitching a little bit later and had some grace period. But
yeah, good to see him out here tonight. I've heard nothing but great things about this kid.
Yeah, when you contact John Lowry Sr. and say, hey, who do we want to talk to on your team, and he is the first recommendation, you know he's a pretty good kid.
Yeah, you know he's doing something right.
Yeah, you earn the respect of Coach Lowry. You've done something right. Ben Bartle's still behind the plate. I believe that's Trey Sign now at third base.
Yeah, it looks like we have some defensive changes.
We had some that were given to us going into the last half inning, and just like that, those have changed again. So we will try to get those as best we can. But again, the game like this, 8-1 Summer League, those changes are going to be, hey, you get out of left field real quick.
Yeah.
So apologize if you're watching and we get the name wrong. It is not our goal out here to get the names wrong for anybody out here, but sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles.
We'll do our best.
We will do our best. We know that James Walsh is on the mound. First pitch high and outside on the fastball. The batter to start the inning is Dylan Elkins.
Dylan's 0 for 2 tonight with a K and a ground out to the second baseman.
Here comes that 1-0. Catches the inside corner. Strike one. Count now 1-1 to Elkins. Walsh working quickly. Here comes that 1-1. This one driven deep into center field. Moving over on it is the center fielder to haul it in and make the catch. And Thomas Butka making that catch in center field, I believe.
I got a 15 out there.
Then let's go with that. Thomas Butka making the catch.
Now batting the pitcher, number 15, Nathan Busser.
One down here in the inning on that line out to center field. Nathan Bosford fouls one off, hitting the backstop. You may have heard that thud. That was hitting the brick backstop that goes from dugout to dugout here at P.O. Faulkner.
Boy, I like the way that brick looks, but I tell you what, it's hard on some baseballs.
It is. Ready with that 0-1, a breaking ball, and once again getting a slight piece of it is Bosford. Now behind in the count, 0-2. Walsh quickly is set. And strike three called on the outside corner, and Bosford goes down on strikes, and he knew it immediately and just started jogging back to the dugout. Great location for James Walsh. 2 down quickly here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, pretty effective first 2 batters there for James Walsh. I think that's why Coach Lowry probably liked him. He works fast, fills up the zone. What's not to like?
Now stepping in, Ryan Bell, trying to avoid a 1-2-3 inning. Again, stepped out just a bit, stepping in the bucket just a bit on the fastball. Behind the count, 0-1. Here comes that 0-1 fastball, looking on the outside corner. And changes all over the places. We will give you those if it stays the same the next half inning defensively. Walsh open, we don't have to say anybody but him on the strikeout here. Here comes that 0-2. It's a dribble to the right side. Wiggins up with it. Is he going to try it himself? He is, and he beats Bell to the bag by a step. It's a 1-2-3 inning for James Walsh. We'll go to the top, or the bottom of the 6th, rather. When we come back, it is the Hornets 8 and Boonesboro 1. We're back in 60 seconds.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
They're my closest friends. We've been through a lot together. Seeing our kids off to college, Kelly losing her mom, my 50th birthday. I trust them with so much. So when it came to my finances, I trusted Kelly's referral to her Ameriprise advisor. Beth gives me the comprehensive advice that helps me feel confident my financial future is secure. With the right financial advisor, life can be brilliant. Ameriprise Financial.
Welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. Coming out for his second inning of work is Nathan Bosford. Defensive changes look like this for Boonesboro. Lucas George is in the left. Still in center field is Walker. And Bell still in right field. Or make that Bell at the mound, or on the mound actually, so it wasn't Bosford who, no it was. Okay, just making sure, trying to follow on the game when you didn't have numbers, kind of trying to make sure we have everybody correct. And it is Bosford on the mound coming back in for a second inning of work.
I'll tell you what, I didn't realize the difficulty you guys had up here. I'm glad I'm not having to do this every night. Now taking care of the field seems to be okay.
Oh, it most of the time, it's what we've been given this summer. I'm not complaining about sitting here on a beautiful night calling baseball for the world. It's just
nice.
Just some of the things you have to deal with, which again, not a bad thing. Just some of the perks of the job, if you will.
Just a lot going on. Sometimes you wish it would just go a little smoother.
Josh Rush, we do know, is standing in, set to lead it off here in the bottom of the sixth. An 8-1 lead for the Hornets. Rush so far in this one, 3 for 3.
He's having a day.
2 singles and a triple. Bosford looks in, ready to deliver. Breaking ball misses low, ball 1. So far, 2 of Rush's singles have been infield singles, just muscling it as best he can, and he's been able to do that. As you see, the middle infielder is playing a little bit deeper in this at-bat as this one lifted just into foul territory, fading back into play, and quickly Nathan Bosford has to field his position as he had come over from the mound, standing, a foot and a half inside fair territory. Looked like Warple may be in position to make that catch, and I don't know if the wind got it at the last minute, but quickly throwing his glove up was Bosford for out number 1.
Yeah, I don't think he thought he was going to have to field that one.
A pop out 1. Not something you write in your scorebook all that often. Don't see fielders or don't see pitchers catch too many pop flies unless they're right on the mound.
Yeah, you usually teach them to get out of the way.
Now stepping in is Trey Sign. Takes a breaking ball just a bit high, ball 1. Sign so far in this one, 2 for 3. 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Ready with that 1-0, a fastball. Catches the outside corner. Strike 1. Sign steps in. Bosford now looks in, sets, delivers the pitch, a foul ball. Hitting the backstop, and there's another baseball scuffed up.
Throw it out. Throw another one out.
How many boxes of baseballs do you go through in a week of a normal season?
Usually it's a box a game.
A box a game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Sign. Right now playing third base. Started in the left field. Bosford ready with that 1-2. A curveball. This one jammed Trey Sign, lifting it to the right side. Moving over on it, making the catch is the second baseman, who we believe is Matt Walker. Second baseman making the catch for out number 2.
2 outs, but neither of those have looked easy.
Neither one. Yeah, I'm not sure whether there's a little more wind once you elevate that ball a little bit, but both seem to have had late movement right before coming down. Stepping in now, Brady Weaver. Weaver always a long ball threat in the lineup. Here comes the first pitch, and he drills one very high into the air, but only goes about 100 feet. Right on the edge of the outfield grass is the shortstop coming up with it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning, and man, off the bat you thought Weaver may have put a charge into that one. Just sent it about 400 feet high before coming down. It'll be the top of the 7th when we come back, and 3 more outs, and we may have a finished ball game here. 7 needed for Boonesboro to keep playing, and for the Hornets to get another at-bat. We will have the top of the 7th when we come back. It is the Hornby Hornets 8 and the Boonesboro Volunteers 1. We're back in 60 seconds.
Well, come on, and let us show you what we got. Come on, on. Let us help you save a life. If you're looking for exciting things to do, places to go, people to know, and places to eat too, come on and pick up the latest edition of Around the Panhandle magazine. That's where you'll find the unique ideas that will lead you to the luxurious lifestyle you're dreaming of. Pick up a copy of Around the Panhandle magazine today at any of the local Rock's convenience stores or find us online at aroundthepanhandle.com.
TV10 is teaming up with the Berkeley County Youth Fair to bring you the first ever Berkeley County Virtual Youth Fair from August 1st to August 7th from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. each night, live to your TV. The Virtual Youth Fair will feature our county's youth presenting their animals just as they've done before. But since you can't go to the Youth Fair to see them, we will bring the Youth Fair to you. Join TV10's Mary Beth Blair each day from August 1st to August 7th as she introduces you to the youth of Berkeley County and their videos of their Youth Fair experience.
Welcome back into P.O. Faulkner Park. Top half of the 7th inning could be all she wrote here tonight as we have a new pitcher on the mound. Or do we know it is James Walsh still on the mound? He's going to go 2 innings. Hopefully going to close this one out. Won't be a true save situation with a 7-run cushion, but trying to end it here for the Hornets and improve the Hornets record to 9-4. Came in 8-4 on the season.
Yeah,
at least to our knowledge.
Yeah, don't want to jinx it, but we could be under a 2-hour ball game here. I don't think that's happened.
Have you learned nothing in your years of high school baseball? Have you learned nothing? Here comes the first pitch, squaring around a bunt as Lucas George pulls back. That one misses low, ball 1.
I'm just enjoying my time here tonight with you. Beautiful night, baseball, calling the game. We could call all night. We can go to extras.
I made that mistake the first game we called here, and there's the 1-0, a check swing at the plate. He did go around, says our home plate umpire Keith Allison, strike 1. Yeah, I made that mistake the first night we were here calling games in the summer and said, hey, I wouldn't mind playing some extra inning baseball, and sure enough, it went 8. Here comes that 1-1, the fastball misses outside, ball 2.
If this one goes 8, we're in for a heck of a long inning.
I was going to say, we're definitely not staying under the 2-hour mark if there's 7 runs scored in this inning. Here comes that 2-1, well inside, ball 3. Ready with the 3-1 pitch. Here is James Walsh. That one misses above the letters, ball 4. And in the number 9 spot, Lucas George able to find his way on with a leadoff walk.
Yeah, he's been on base twice today with 2 walks.
Good productivity out of that number 9 spot.
Now batting the shortstop, number 5, Josh DeRocher.
DeRocher in the leadoff spot, today's starting pitcher. DeRocher went 4 innings, giving up 5 runs on 7 hits, did strike out 7. As he takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Closing the book on Cole Campbell, giving you his numbers. He went 2 innings, giving up no runs on 2 hits, striking out 3, and walking 2 before giving way last inning to James Walsh. Here comes that 0-1. This one lifted into right field. Coming in on it is Sam Simpson. He camps under it and makes the catch. So 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Coming up now is Brooks Coulter.
Coulter's been on base twice today, too, with 2 base on balls and an F5.
Walsh, a little bit of a staggered stance on the mound. Keeps that front foot pointed more towards the first base dugout. Took a little bit off that pitch as well out in front was Coulter. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lucas George standing at first base. A pretty decent lead off that first base back. Here comes that 0-1. Ball 1 inside, much to the dismay of the gentleman sitting to my left who thought that was going to be strike 1, or strike 2 rather, on the inner third.
I tell you what, I think I should just umpire from up here. I got a great view.
It is a pretty decent view from right here calling a baseball game. Ready with that 1-1. That one well inside. Pretty easy to call that one. Ball 2. 2-1. Now the count to Coulter. Coulter, a long pause in between pitches. The big lefty now stands back in. Open stance in that left-handed batter's box. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's a fastball right down the heart of the plate. Strike 2.
Sure, James Walsh looking to roll himself a little ground ball here to the infield and Flip it for 2 and be out of here.
That's one thing we have not had a lot of today is ground balls.
No.
It has been strike them out, pop them out. Ready with the 2-2, a fastball. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, 2 down. And the second strikeout of the game for James Walsh. Great location. Just a fastball, painting the edge.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7.
Matt Walker now steps in, the righty trying to keep Boonesboro alive in this one. It would be a heck of a 2-out rally if they're able to keep this one going. First pitch to Walker, low and away, ball 1. Walsh toes that pitching rubber. Takes a quick glance over to first, but I don't think too worried about that runner at first. That pitch misses high and inside, ball 2.
No, I don't think you should pay much mind to that runner right now.
Can't do any harm. But Walsh again, a quick glance over. Wiggins not even holding him on at first base. As the 2-0 catches the outer third. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. To the number 3 hitter, shortstop, Matt Walker. Ready with that 2-1 on the move from first base is George. No throw down, a swing and a miss at the plate. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you thought he was probably going to go with without Wiggins holding him, but you're probably better off just to play back and play your position there and play for that last out.
Yeah, with a 7-run cushion and 2 outs, you can play that game. 2-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the breaking ball on the outside corner, and this one is in the books. The Hornets get the victory over the Boonesboro Volunteers. Final score of this one, 8-1. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will break down this one and give you some final totals before setting you up for our next broadcast, or at least the next game for these Hornby Hornets. That coming up after this 2-minute timeout. Again, your final score in this one. It was the Hornets 8, the Volunteers 1. We're back in 2 minutes.
It's Miller time on Talk Radio WRNR. A local look at local, regional, and national sports with Matt Miller and Matt Crawford.
And plenty that we can talk about coming out of the weekend, including the return of golf. Hold on. Oh, wait.
No, there was no golf claps.
There will be no golf claps.
None whatsoever.
Weekdays at 12 noon and 5 p.m. on TV 10.
Eastern Panhandle Talk with Rob Mario and David Welch.
Are you trying to create controversy more so than we already have?
Responding to the people.
I see. Okay.
That's what I do.
I think you're stirring it up.
I'm kind of a big deal. That's right. That would be the root cause of the stir.
I'm not paying that fine.
Just got doubled.
What? For?
Denial.
Why? Oh, denial.
Denial. How do you have the money? You have 17 jobs.
Yeah, but none of them pay well.
Weekdays at 8 a.m. on TV 10. Law Enforcement Live airs daily only on TV 10.
I was asking if you got anything else to stab me. You can get hold your head.
That's not what the media makes it to be. We're here to help. I like what I do.
The following scene contains graphic content some viewers may find upsetting.
Stand back. It's sad.
New episodes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Want to do it? Go through it. You're going to like it.
Park. It's an 8-1 win for the Hornby Hornets. They advanced to 9-4 on the season, and the bats came alive tonight, Aaron. 12 hits for the Hornets, and really in every facet, whether it was a solid deep triple like Josh Rush had early in the ball game, or whether it was just singles that were muscled somehow finding that outfield grass.
And I think coming into this season with the group that Coach Tobin had put together, kind of like an Eastern Panhandle All-Star team, I think a lot of people expected, those kinds of numbers throughout the year, but tonight's the first time that it really kind of got put into action.
It was a beautiful night for baseball. The pitching was good really on both sides. It was one bad inning for the starting pitcher, Josh DeRocher. I mean, he gave up 3 in the first, but you really didn't feel like he played bad. It was, again, when balls are finding gaps and finding the grass, there's not much you can do about it. I really didn't think he pitched bad in his outing today, his 4 innings of work.
I thought he did a nice job, too, and I think some of the balls that found holes weren't necessarily hit hard. They just, that's baseball. Sometimes it finds a hole and sometimes it doesn't. And I thought Josh did a nice job tonight.
Well, it's time to look at some of the stats from this one. Let's start with the pitching totals for both teams. For the visiting Boonesboro Volunteers, going 4 innings with starter Josh DeRocher. He gave up 5 runs on 7 hits, struck out 7, did not walk anybody but hit a batter. He gave way to Nathan Bosford. That was in the 5th inning. He went 2 innings, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits, striking out 2 and walking 1. Pitching totals for the Hornby Hornets. The starter and pitcher picking up the victory on the game is Caleb Horner. He went 3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits, striking out 7, walking 2, hitting 1. Cole Campbell came in relief. He went 2 innings, giving up no runs on 2 hits, striking out 3 and walking 2. And James Walsh came in 2 innings of relief to close things out. He went 2 innings, no runs, no hits, 3 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Offensively, for the Hornets, I mean, man, who do you look at in this one? Really solid top to bottom. Josh Rush, I think you got to look at as your player of the game. He went 3 for 4, a big triple, scored 3 runs. You can look at Brady Weaver, who also had a very good game. 3 singles in this one, came around to score 3 runs. Trey Sign went 2 for 3, a run driven in. Ben Bartles, 2 for 2, and hit by a pitch. He had a RBI double in this one. Noah Wiggins played well. He went 2 for 2, a sacrifice fly RBI. I mean, really, up and down this lineup, a good game for the Hornets. For the Boonesboro Volunteers, 2 walks for Brooks Coulter. He finished 0 for 2, but early on in this game, he was one of the few that could consistently get on base. Matt Walker ended up going 2 for 4. He had 2 hits, a double in the first, a single in the third, also an RBI in this one, but just not a lot doing in the middle part of the order. 2 walks in the bottom of the order in the number 9 spot for Lucas George, but just couldn't find consistency at the plate.
Yeah, no, they're middle guys. Matt Walker, I was impressed with Matt Walker. I thought he had a real nice game.
So final totals look like this. For the Volunteers, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, 8 left on, 6 in scoring position. For the Hornets, they had 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors, 5 runners left on, 4 of those in scoring position. Your winning pitcher is Caleb Horner. Losing pitcher is Josh DeRocher. Time of the game, 1 hour and 49 minutes. You called it.
Under
they
2
kept
minutes.
It under, that would be 2 hours, not 2 minutes. It wasn't quite that quick. It was pretty quick, but not quite that quick. Next up for the Hornby Hornets, we will not have this game broadcast, but they will be in Winchester tomorrow night as they are taking on Winchester Post. That is a 6 o'clock first pitch. We know there are some games after that, but the schedule still being finalized for the month of August. Some makeup games for the ones that got rained out last week. We'll give you those as we know them. Still trying to pick up as many games here at P.O. Faulkner as we can. Well, a big thanks to all of those who helped us put the broadcast on tonight. Donald Kenny back at the studio, or on-site engineer was Natalie Comer. Cameraman was Zach Van Meter. For my color commentator, Aaron Byler. For the evening, I am Matt Crawford, reminding you one final time. The final score tonight was the Hornby Hornets 8, the Boonesboro Volunteers 1. Until next time, we'll see you then.
You've been listening to Hornby Hornets Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. All rights reserved. We now return to regular programming.